and the Anamosa Blue Raiders. Good evening, everybody. Along with Roger Reed, this is Jamie Vasky. And Roger, 3 area schools tonight, which means 3 great duels that we'll get to bring you here on KMCH. We're going to start off the night with Beckman taking on Anamosa. Should be a good duel in this first one. Beckman enters the night 9-5 overall. They're 2-4 in the east side of the WAMAC. Anamosa comes in 2-8 overall and 1-5 in the WAMAC East. So great matchup here in this very first duel.
Well, it will be, Jamie. Both schools have some outstanding individuals. The team aspect is not quite there yet. They're both young teams, but they've got some outstanding individuals, and we're going to see some really good matchups before this night is over. This first duel is going to be very interesting. I think it's a toss-up duel. I've got to give Beckman the edge just because of their record and their experience. But Anamosa, with the new coaching staff, Coach Trevor Green, he's got almost a full lineup. They've got 2 open weights there, but it's been quite a while since Anamosa has filled most of those weights, Jamie. So it's going to be a battle of bonus points. It's going to be a battle of falls. And the other thing we haven't talked about yet is Anamosa will be leaving the WAMAC. So this will be the last time that we have this trifecta of WAMAC action here tonight.
Absolutely. As Roger mentioned, head coach Trevor Green, his first season here at Anamosa. His assistant coaches are Coulter McMenamin, Don Ellis, and Kelly Kula. For Beckman, head coach Taylor Hotek in his 3rd season with the Blazers. His assistant coaches are Nick Rivera, Cody Ortman, Thomas McGuire, and Zach Whitty. As Whitty, a former state champion from Cedar Rapids Prairie High School. So good to see him getting back in the mat and giving back in some way, and that is as an assistant coach of the Beckman Blazers. For West Delaware, their head coach, Jeff Voss, his 23rd season at West Delaware. His assistant coaches are Chris Lenz, Scott Litter, Pat Phillips, Mitch Payton, Brian Klaus, and Dale Meyer.
What we haven't talked about, Jamie, is West Delaware's in the lead in the East Division. If they sweep these duels tonight, they're going to be the WAMAC East champ, and it's been quite a while since that happened, and I think it's a total. It might not be a surprise to the coaching staff and the Orange and Black faithful that have followed these Hawks, but to a lot of people out in the community, the area, Northeast Iowa, they're thinking, gosh, West Delaware's having a great year, and they're the WAMAC East champs. So they've done what they've had to do. They've won some tough duels, and they've done it by getting bonus points, and they're going to have to do that again tonight.
Absolutely. This first duel, with this first duel will start at 126 pounds. For Anamosa, it'll be Morgan Rowley, the outstanding senior for Anamosa. For Beckman, it'll be Michael Rowling at 132. For Anamosa, it'll be Hank Smith, a sophomore. He'll be taking on Grant Hager, an outstanding junior for Beckman. 138 pounds for Anamosa. It'll be Mitchell Engelbart, a sophomore for the Blue Raiders. And for Beckman, it'll be Cale Cruzy, a junior. At 145 pounds, it'll be Alex Casey of Anamosa. He's a freshman. He'll be taking on Jake Raker, a senior from Beckman. 152, Nathan Keating, a freshman for the Blue Raiders, will be taking on Riley Fengman, a sophomore for the Blazers. At 160, it'll be Mason Brown of Anamosa. He's a junior. He'll be taking on top-ranked Luke Hageman of Beckman, who is a senior. At 170 pounds, for Anamosa, it'll be Mason Christie. And for Beckman, it'll be Evan Wolfcool. 182 for the Blue Raiders is Jacob Bachelder, a senior. He'll be taking on Owen Grover, a junior for Beckman. At 195, Anamosa has an open weight. And for the Blazers, it'll be senior Austin Copeman. 220 pounds. It'll be a freshman for the Blue Raiders, Connor Andreessen. And he will be taking on a senior from Beckman and Spencer Schlarman. At heavyweight, Travis Evans is a freshman for Anamosa, and Beckman will have an open weight, as we'll have to check these new rankings. I mentioned Hageman ranked at number 1 in the state, as now ranked at number 4 after a loss to Ryan Schott of Regina last Saturday at that Cascade Invitational. 106 pounds. Anamosa has an open weight. Beckman will have freshman Daniil Kobush At 113 pounds for Anamosa, it'll be Christian Steffensmeyer, a sophomore for the Blue Raiders, and for Beckman, it'll be freshman Mason Riker. At 120 pounds, it'll be Cameron Brashears, a freshman for Anamosa, and for the Blazers, it'll be Nick Hageman, a freshman for them. As we're finishing our starting lineups here for Anamosa, I believe we may have lost our PA system, so we will get that as we will take a quick break. We're going to have our national anthem. We'll come back with this first duel, Beckman taking on Anamosa, and you're listening to High School Wrestling right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Fidelity Bank and Trust in Anamosa and Monticello has a complete line of banking services, including online banking with bill pay and club accounts for all ages. Fidelity Bank and Trust is proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaching staff and wishes them the best season ever. Fidelity Bank and Trust with locations in Anamosa and Monticello, member FDIC.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Angela Weinkauf with Russell & Russell Insurance in Anamosa wishes all area athletes and coaches continued success. Just like the coaching staff, Russell & Russell Insurance can come up with an insurance plan that's right for you. Russell & Russell Insurance, Anamosa.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Long Creek Homes is family-owned and operated with locations in Anamosa, Maquoketa, Wilton, and Olwine. They sell manufactured and modular homes and can deliver to your location or set up at one of their parks, or you can design your own. Long Creek Homes, they want to take you home.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Wapsie Physical Therapy Incorporated in Anamosa, proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans. Sally Meyer, PT, MPT, Ross Hansen, PT, DPT, Ben Martins, PTA, Amber Ralston, PTA, and Rebecca Schwebke, ATC at Wapsie Physical Therapy and Fitness Center in Anamosa. Check them out at wapsiept@yahoo.com.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big town quality with small town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
This is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Jones County Abstract is proud to support all area athletes and coaches and wish them the best of luck. They understand the dedication and hard work it takes to achieve success. Keep bringing home the victories from your friends at Jones County Abstract in Anamosa.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Back into Seedorf Gymnasium, Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed, along with in-studio producer Faith Hunt tonight. We're ready for wrestling action. We're going to start at 126 pounds. Want to thank our extra sponsors for tonight's dual meet, Fawn Creek Homes, Fidelity Bank and Trust, Jones County Abstract, Russell & Russell Insurance, and Wapsie Physical Therapy. Our sponsors for our Anamosa Blue Raiders tonight, and our Beckman sponsors tonight, By County Disposal, Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington, Financial Strategies, Meyer Mechanical, Riker Shoes, and Spring Green Lawn Care. We are ready to go. Our officials for tonight are Andrew Moling from Marion and Eric Eckerman from Waverly. And for this first duel, it'll be Andrew Moling of Marion, our head official for the varsity. Is up now for on the mat at 126 pounds for Anamosa. It's going to be Morgan Raleigh. He's ranked number 10. He's a senior. He is taking on from Beckman, Michael Rolling, a junior for the Blazers.
Yeah, this is going to be a great match, Jamie. And for Anamosa to get into this duel, they've got to win this match. This is one they're favored. Tonight we've got 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 ranked wrestlers in the new predicament rankings. And this is Anamosa's only ranked wrestler, and he is number 10. So it'll be up to Morgan Raleigh to get the Blue Raiders out to a quick start. But I'm telling you, Michael Rolling, the junior, he's well put together for a junior at 126 pounds. And right now with 106 left to go, finally Raleigh in on an arm drag to a low single, and he got the corner cut on Rolling and picked up the first 2 points. It was just kind of pushing and shoving, collar tie back and forth, and both wrestlers trying to get their feet underneath them. And Raleigh with a very nice arm drag. You don't often see an arm drag used as a full takedown, but Jamie, he got in there and finished it.
Yeah, he did. And, we've seen Morgan Raleigh the last 3 years. He's had that varsity spot for the Blue Raiders, and he's really been one of those kids that really has got a big interest in Anamosa wrestling the last few years because, it's amazing. The younger kids, the little kids like you're seeing here tonight in Manchester, they feed off of seeing that success. And Raleigh in your program that has had some success, it's really nice to see for those younger kids and gets an interest in the program. As I mentioned here tonight, they're going to introduce all of the mini wrestlers here tonight. And I tell you what, Morgan Raleigh looking for a fall with 5 seconds left to go in this first period. Cowboy is out, and there's a fall in 1 minute and 58 seconds.
Well, Jamie, he did a great job. He had that inside wrist ride, and he was very, very patient with it. And he got 2 hands on it, rolled it out to a bar. And once he got it out to the bar, he locked the farmer up. And you've seen those farmers. I've seen those farmers. Once you get that, go around the head and under the arm and lock that baby up, it's hard to get out of.
Absolutely. But as I was saying, they will introduce. It's also senior night here at West Delaware tonight, as we have the mini wrestlers here as well. And I tell you what, there is a lot of little kids running around here tonight wearing their West Delaware wrestling shirts tonight. So it'll be fun to get those kids out there, about 100 kids here Coach Lenz kind of estimated that will be here for tonight. We move up to weight class 132 for Anamosa. It's Hank Smith, and for Beckman, it's Grant Hager.
And Hank Smith is another one of those good sophomores for the Blue Raiders. But I'm telling you what, Grant Hager is a junior for Beckman, and he's been in that lineup for a couple of years with a lot of experience, and he's out early with a very nice double leg takedown, and now he's working a tilt. He's got the left arm. Now he's going to go for a ball and chain, a tilt over Grant Hager, and Grant Hager's got that tilt going very well right now. He's not getting any back points, but he's got that left arm tied up, and he's got him loaded up on his hip, Jamie, and he didn't get any points for that, but he's done an outstanding job controlling that inside wrist and giving good hip pressure with the ride.
Well, he really has, and now he's got that chicken wing on the left side of Hank Smith. A minute left to go in this first period. Again, Anamosa leading this dual meet 6-0 here after a fall from senior Morgan Raleigh to start this dual meet out. And Hager working a tilt out of that chicken wing on the left side, trying to turn Hank Smith over. We saw the matchup between Grant Hager and Ryan Phillips. I think, how many weeks in a row did we see that matchup? I think we saw it in the dual meet, saw it at Womack, saw it at the sectionals and districts. So it was, and I believe Hager got the win, that last win at the district meet to move on to state last year. So he's definitely a good wrestler. He's going to get a 2-point near fall here with 20 seconds left to go and go up 4-0 here on Hank Smith.
Well, he's very good on the mat. You know, he came out early with that takedown, and now he's been relentless with that inside wrist ride, trying to set up a ball and chain, inside wrist on the left, and a ball and chain. Now he's trying to thread his arm through the legs of Hank Smith. He's got it locked up. He's got 3 seconds. He's got a chicken wing, trying to scoop a chicken wing on the right side now, and our first period is going to come to an end as Hager is up 4-0. A solid first period for Grant Hager. Hank Smith's got some work to do, and he's going to go back to neutral. So didn't have a whole lot of luck. Hank Smith did the first period, so he's going to try his luck again on his feet and see if he can do something to get Grant Hager out of position. Hager right now to an underhook on the left side of Smith, and he's applied a lot of pressure trying to get Smith out of position. Now he goes to a 2-on-1 on the right, and Hank Smith's in reverse gear right now, backing up off the edge of the mat. Official's probably going to encourage him to stay in the middle of the mat, and Grant Hager doing a great job tying up wrists. Now a drop single, low single by Hager. He gets his head to the outside, cuts across to a double, and sits Smith on his left hip. Now he's going to climb the body and attack that left arm. So that was a great job by Hager as he started with a low single, popped his head to the outside. And Jamie, as we've been talking about lately, the worst thing you can do is sit on the mat with that shot. And what I liked about Grant Hager, got his head to the outside and finished that.
Yeah, and, picking up that second takedown this match. Now he goes right back to work in that tilt series, but he's going to get a little high here, and Hank Smith trying to come out the backside, but great job there by Grant Hager, getting his hips back on top and coming back out on top, and picks up 2 near fall.
Yeah, did a nice job with that tilt, that tight waist tilt again, and doing a good job controlling the hips of Hank Smith. So 8-0 now, so Grant Hager closing the gap. Anamosa out early with a quick fall, first period fall 158 by Morgan Rowley, got the Blue Raiders up. Now there's a whip over there by Hager. He's got it locked up. Smith doing a good job squaring him off. Smith may pick up 1 point as he tries to get to his feet, but Hager's front headlock now. There's a 1-point escape now for Hank Smith. So we're back to neutral with 35 seconds left to go. Off the edge of the mat, official's going to put him right back in the middle as Hager dropped in on a fireman's carry. So Hager's showing some a variety of offense. And there's a nice shot, double leg shot by Hank Smith. He's in deep, and he's going to pick up 2 as he caught Hager by surprise. Hager went to reach for the head of Smith, and Smith just posted the elbow, dropped in, now 3-quarter Nelson by Hank Smith. He's got that head wrapped up of Grant Hager, and we'll see if he can toss Hager to his back. He does not. That's going to be a 2-point reversal for Hager with 9 seconds left to go. So good series of action by both wrestlers here. Hager's going to pick up 2 on the takedown, but he gave the 2 back Smith picked up 2 on the takedown, and Hager picked it back on the reversal, so it's 10-3. So a lot of action so far in that period.
A lot of action. 13 points in 2 periods is quite a bit, as it's going to be Hager's choice. He's going to go down to start the third period here. underneath of Hank Smith. And as we mentioned, I saw Hank Smith last year wrestle, and he's going to go out there and he's going to wrestle hard right until that last whistle. And as a switch attempt that time by Hager, and Smith covers him and quickly goes right back to that three-quarter Nelson.
Well, he's trying. I think Grant Hager's got him figured out there. That's going to be a 2-point reversal by Hager, as Smith could not get on top of Hager with that three-quarter Nelson and pull his head under and stack him up. Hager did a nice job fighting out of it, picked up a 2-point reversal. He's working on a major decision right now, 12-3 with 1:19 left to go in the third period. In West Delaware here tonight, they will wrestle 2 and 3. Tonight they'll wrestle Anamosa, and then they'll finish off with a great duel with Beckman. Should be a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, and you know that West Delaware Beckman duel could, just looking at the matchups, could be a very close duel meet. As another 2-point near fall for Grant Hager. He goes up 14-3. As we mentioned, it's senior night, so at the end of the night, when this is all over, we'll talk with the 4 West Delaware seniors in Harrison Goebel, Dylan Linderwell, Cole Engel, and Tristan Volker. So we'll have a chance to talk to those 4 guys after our dual meet is over here tonight. So look forward to doing that. I know that's about your favorite part of the year, is talking to them seniors and talking to them about their future plans and all of that. So I'm going to get another 3-point near fall coming here from Grant Hager, as looking for the fall is Hager. 18 seconds left to go in this match. He's got Hank Smith on the mat. He cannot get the right shoulder of Hank Smith down to the mat, so we'll see if he does, as he's going to cover up, throw the legs in. He's going to pick up a 3-point near fall. It's 17-3, and now Smith up to his feet, and he may get a reversal out of this, but Hager's going to hold on. It's going to be 17-3, a major decision for Grant Hager.
And Hager showed a little emotion there, Jamie, as he pounds the mat with his fist, looking at, thinking he might have let Smith up and took him down one more time for technical fall, but you know, he had him on his back and was trying to tie this thing up with a fall, and you know, you got to give him credit for that.
Absolutely. As we move up to weight class 138, it's now 6-4 in favor of Anamosa. And we move up to 138. It'll be Cale Cruzy from Beckman. He'll be taking on Mitchell Engelbart from Anamosa.
Cale Cruzy is a junior, and Mitchell Engelbart for the Blue Raiders is a sophomore. So looking at the lineups here, 1, 2, 3, 4 seniors for Beckman, 1, 2, 3 seniors for the Blue Raiders. The Blue Raiders have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freshmen in their starting lineup. The Blazers have 3 freshmen in their starting lineup. So you got some experience and you got some youth by both of these teams. So again, anybody's go so far. Right now, a nice front headlock by the Blue Raiders. Mitchell Engelbart, as he's looking for a 2-point takedown. He's got the 2. Now he's got a drive cradle on Cale Cruzy. He's got it locked up. Trying to take Cruzy to his back. He's got Cruzy on his back. Could be a fall here if he flattens his chest out, as he's got that drive cradle, that near side cradle locked up tight. He's climbing the body of Cruzy. Could be a fall there. A referee down looking close, trying to determine if there's a fall here.
There it is.
He's looking for the shoulders, and then he's got the shoulders posted there. So Engelbart, the sophomore, gives the Blue Raiders 6-4. It's now 12-4. That was just a very nice series. Front headlock to a drive cradle, and between Cale Cruzy on his back, and Jamie, that's hard to get out of.
It really is, and you know, it was kind of a matter of time before he was going to settle in and get that fall, and he you know, what I liked about Engelbart there is he took his time. Even though he had the move locked up, had him on his back, he was really starting to set. You could see him trying to settle in. When he finally did, he picked up the fall, and Anamosa goes up 12-4 here after 3 matches, as we're up to weight class 145. It's going to be Jake Raker from Beckman. He'll be taking on Alex Casey of Anamosa.
And Jake Raker, Jamie's ranked number 5 in Predicaments rankings. He's a senior for the Blazers, so you got to give him the nod in this match. I'll tell you what, from Anamosa, Alex Casey's had a couple of good shots, and now a double leg takedown by Raker scores. He's going to dent the scoreboard there with a nice double leg takedown in the first 2 points here Again, the Blue Raiders up 12-4 over the Beckman Blazers. Blazers trying to get back in this match with the number 5 ranked Raker, and he's doing a great job riding an inside wrist. And it looks like we've got some blood by Raker, so he'll have to go to the blood corner. So
as they go to the blood corner, I want to remind you it's a all wrestling coaches corner on Saturday, as I will catch up with a lot of the area head wrestling coaches for the coaches corner on Saturday morning starting at 9 a.m. John Swisher will be covering basketball at the rivalry Saturday down at Cedar Rapids. So we will have all wrestling coaches on the coaches corner on Saturday. Talk with Beckman head coach Taylor Hotek. Of course, a weekly talk with West Delaware head coach Jeff Voss. Paul Cleary from Western Dubuque. Alex Hanna of Edco. Dusty Kufal of North Lynn. Talk to Jake Munger from Starmont. Also going to talk to Tim Andrews from Anamosa. And Michael Doyle of Independence will be our coaches on the coaches corner for the Wrestling Coaches Edition on Saturday. As we go, minute left to go in this first period. We're back to center. Raker is going to cut Alex Casey loose. So Jake Raker of Beckman leading 2-1 here.
Yeah, and he's just been very steady on his feet and doing a great job attacking wrist and looking for that short drag to opposite leg single. Now heavy on the head, but I'll tell you what, Alex Casey's doing a great job fighting him off. Now Raker drops in on an inside single to the left side of Casey, and Casey's going to have to give it up. He tried to drop his hips, side his hips and crossface, but Raker was in too deep, and once you're in that deep and get the hips covered, you've got to bail out or you're going to go right to your back. So Casey did the smart thing, gave up 2. He's down now 4-1. Raker up on top, trying to get Beckman back into this. Here comes a tilt. Comes a tilt by Raker, and he's picking up some back points right there. Got a 1,001 count. Casey rocking back and forth, and off the edge of the mat they go. I don't think Raker got the full 2 count. He did not, so he'll go back to the middle. Casey will go down with 8.9 seconds left to go in period number 1. Raker's going to get a caution as he was ready to pop that elbow, stuff that elbow, chop and drive before the whistle. So there's the whistle. There's a claw ride by Raker, stand up by Casey, a back trip by Raker, and an inside a cross body ride now by Raker on the left side of Alex Casey, and that's going to do it for the first period. So 4-1 lead for the senior, currently ranked number 5 in Class 2A. Jamie, that's going to be good to have those coaches on a week before conference tournaments. You know, you got a big weekend with this, the final regular season tournaments coming up, and then everybody's in the conference tournaments in about 9 days.
Yeah, and we're going to see all 3 of these coaches at that WAMAC seating meeting next Friday, and I tell you what, they're going to be looking at these matches. You know, we talk about it throughout the year how important some of these matchups are, and we're going to see them, and these coaches are going to they know about these dual meets, and they look back on them, and so we know that they're going to be looking at these dual meets and when it comes to seating at that WAMAC seating meeting. But a lot of that conference meet is really the first postseason of the wrestling season before it turns to sectionals and districts. So you really got to be firing on all cylinders this time of year.
Well, exactly right. And these are important matches, not only for confidence building here, but for seeding to get you in position to do well at the end of the year. The takedown again by Raker is 7-1 now, escaping a takedown. He picked up 3 points there as he chose down to start the second period. Nice escape and then back in on a double leg takedown. Now he's going to work on an inside wrist on the left side, working on a ball and chain. He's trying to thread his right arm through the legs of Alex Casey and tie up that wrist. Casey doing a good job keeping that away from him. Now chicken wing by Raker, stand up by Casey. Casey's going to split the hands and turn and face Raker for a 1-point escape at 7-2. 7-2 right now with 37 seconds left. Raker being physical on the head again with that hard collar tie with the right. Casey's going to retie this time with the left, and they're going to square each other off. 27 seconds and counting. Again, our dual meet score is 12-4 after 3 matches. And second period with 27 seconds left. Raker's trying to work an inside tie. Duck under now. He's around back of Casey's going to try to front trip him. He does. Picks up a 2-point takedown, and now it's 9-2. So Jake Raker flexing his muscles here a little bit, Jamie, and building this lead in the second period.
Yeah, he is. And, he's starting to show right now, why he's the fifth-ranked wrestler in the state in Class 2A, and really, really working hard here. And then we're going to go neutral to start this third period. So I'm assuming Raker is going to want to are we going back to varsity matches here?
We're going to varsity on both
I'm not
now,
sure if we do or not. I don't think so. Must not.
Okay. We kind of have to wait and see, but we're neutral. It's 9-2 in third period with 1:37 left. Jake Raker from Dyersville Beckman taking on Alex Casey. Alex Casey, Jamie, is a freshman, and right now very impressed with this freshman as he's taken so far he's taken the number 5 wrestler to full go. There's a long shot by Casey, a double, down block by Raker. And the freshman is not backing off at all, showing a little moxie here in the third period. Off the edge of the mat they go as Casey was in on that double, kept his knees driving, but he just could not get it. Raker elevated enough to finish the shot. So back to the middle of the mat, 108 and counting, period number 3, weight class 145. Alex Casey for the Blue Raiders and Jake Raker for the Beckman Blazers. There's a low single, outside single now by Raker. He's going to cut across to a double. Casey trying to sprawl. Now a neck wrench by Casey. Raker in, elevates, and then cuts across to a double, drops Casey to the mat for a 2-point takedown. It's 11-2 right now. And you're thinking, if you're Jake Raker, Jamie, you got to be thinking bonus points here more than just 4.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the 5th takedown he's had in this match. So he's working hard, but like you said, you got to. Your favorite here, you've got a major decision. You'd like to get a little. Yeah, we're going to start varsity on both. Both matches are going to be. It's going to be varsity on both mats now.
So we'll bump up to 160.
152.
152. Okay. 152. We got 5 seconds left to go, and Jamie, that's going to be 11-2 major decision for Jake Raker over Alex Casey. But I'll tell you what, the young freshman from Anamosa gave number 5 Raker everything he wanted there. And 11-2 win for Raker. It's now 12-8. Difference is the Blue Raiders with 2 falls and the Beckman Blazers with 2 major decisions. So 12-8.
So we're going to have on the second mat, we're going to have Riley Fangman from Beckman. He'll be taking on Nathan Keating. Nathan Keating of Anamosa, and at 160 pounds, going to be Luke Hageman from Beckman, as Hageman ranked number 4 in Class 2A. He's going to be taking on Mason Brown of Anamosa.
Jamie, the question is this year for Luke Hageman, will this be the year? Will this be the year that he makes it to the podium? And I think everybody's hoping that's what happens. I'll tell you what, there's a 2-point takedown. 2-point takedown at 160 by Mason Brown. He got in on a double, and he took Hageman right down and set him on his backside. Now 2-point reversal by Hageman. That woke him up, I think. What do they say about, kick a sleeping dog, Jamie? I'll tell you what, Hageman with a 2-point reversal, and now he picked up the junior Mason Brown and tossed him on his back for a 3-point near fall. Let's see if they put that up on the board. No near fall off that cradle. Long shot again by Brown. It's going to be a takedown by Hageman. He takes the lead right now. Short sit by Brown. Now a snap back by Luke Hageman. He's picking up some back points now. He could get the fall right now. Luke Hageman's got Mason Brown on his back. Brown in a high bridge is going to roll through. And now Hageman will cut Brown loose for a 1-point escape. And it's going to be a 2-point takedown. So Hageman on the go right now. That's what you expect.
Yeah, we're still scoreless over here on the second mat with Fangman and Keating. Riley Fangman, the sophomore for Beckman, and Keating, a freshman for the Blue Raiders, as it's going to be a shot attempt by Fangman, and countering and coming out of the front headlock position had the drive cradle locked up was Nathan Keating, and he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown for the Blue Raiders.
Jamie Hageman's Luke Hageman's going to cut Mason Brown loose again, and quickly he dives right in on a double leg takedown, and he picked up a 2-point takedown. It's 10-5 right now. Brown with the early takedown on Hageman, and it's been all business since then. Hageman with the cross body right. That's what we're used to seeing. He's just deadly with the legs. Cross body right. He's going to pick up 2-point near fall. That goes right back to work with a hard cross face to far shoulder, and he's got Brown on his back again. 9 seconds left to go. Won't get the fall as Brown's keeping that right shoulder up unless Hageman readjusts. He'll have to readjust and get chest to chest. That's not going to happen as time runs out, but it's a 3-point near fall. I believe it's 15-5. So after a Mason Brown quick takedown, Luke Hageman's reeled off 15 points.
First period over here on the second mat. It's a 2-0 lead for Nathan Keating of Anamosa, as it's Fangman's choice to start the second period. He chooses down. So riding the left side right now is Keating on Riley Fangman, as he's got that arm wrapped underneath. He's got a chicken wing on the left side. Now he reaches across and grabs that bar arm on the right side of Fangman, while is that a reversal? A 2-point reversal for Hageman. He's picking up more near fall. Looking for the fall is Luke Hageman. He's probably going to get it here as he's able to get out and tee out here, and there's going to be the fall for Luke Hageman. So he wins by fall in 2:24. So the Blazers will take their first lead of this dual meet. It'll be 14-12. As over here, it's Nathan Keating with Riley Fangman on his back. He's picking up near fall points. He's going to lead at least 5-0 here. As he's going to tee out now. He's got to go to a reverse half Nelson if he wants to get the fall, as Fangman doing a good job of fighting off his back here, trying to go on top, and he's not going to be able to, as Fangman will roll out of it. It'll be 5-0 lead here for Nathan Keating of Anamosa.
And Jamie, over on the orange mat at weight class 170, it's going to be Mason Christie, the senior for Anamosa, taking on Evan Wolfcool, the sophomore from Dyersville Beckman. So you got a senior and a sophomore going at it, and it's going to be a 2-point takedown for Wolfcool as he shucked Mason Christie.
Keating has Fangman on his back once again. He's not going to get the arm down because he's got his arm underneath of that right shoulder of Riley Fangman as time winding down. 5 seconds left to go. Trying to tee out is Nathan Keating as he's quick fall on the orange mat, Jamie. Evan Wolfcool with a half Nelson and inside wrist. He rolled Mason Christie to his back and sunk that half Nelson in very deep, and it wasn't long. He got to a tee-out position, scored the fall. And, 38 seconds.
Beckman will take the lead again.
Second period over, 5-0 lead over here for Nathan Keating of Anamosa over Riley Fangman of Beckman. So the team score 20-12 in favor of Beckman right now, as they lead it, and they're underway over on that far mat, as it's going to be Owen Grover of Beckman at 182 pounds. He's going to be taking on Jacob Bachelder from Anamosa.
Yeah, and this is a match. Owen Grover ranked number 9 in the state. Jacob Bachelder, we'll have to get the pronunciation on that. He'll have his hands full as there's a 2-point takedown by Grover, and he's working on a tilt. He's got the left arm tilted, wrapped up on the inside, trying to set up a ball and chain. Beckman doing a good job tying wrists up on top, riding tough. Now an inside wrist by Grover. Inside wrist on the right, chicken wing on the left, and he's trying to sink a half Nelson in on the right.
A 2-point reversal over here for Nathan Keating of Anamosa, leading now 7-0 here in this third period over Riley Fangman of Beckman.
Chicken wing by Grover, finds Batchelder on his back, and off the edge of the mat they go as Grover lost his support in points, and now he's got blood coming from his nose. So
40 seconds left to go over here with Keating and Fangman. Fangman up to his feet, but they go out of bounds. So we'll reset as Fangman will go down. Keating will ride the left side of Riley Fangman, and Fangman quickly up to his feet. Nice job breaking him back down by Nathan Keating. Just chopped that left arm, got that pressure, and hip down Fangman, and he's riding on top here. He's got a wrist out to the left side of Riley Fangman as he's got 20 seconds left to go here in this third period, leading 7-0. And Fangman flat out on the mat right now, and I believe that's how this match is going to end here. Looks like it's going to be a 7-0 win for Nathan Keating of Anamosa. Will make the team score 20-15.
So again, Jamie, might be a situation where the freshman Keating, your takedown away from a major, but that's just coming with experience, but doing a nice job, Keating getting the win over Riley Fangman.
So they're going to head back to the center of the mat at 182. It's a 2-0 lead for Owen Grover. At 195, Anamosa shows an open weight. So I believe that Austin Koopman
has 195 pounds for the Blue Raiders. For the Trailblazers, Austin Koopman.
We're going to have a double forfeit.
240 pounds for the Blue Raiders on the black mat.
I think we're going to have a double forfeit at 182. Or, excuse me, 195.
So, Jamie, there's a fall by Owen Grover in a 121 as he finally got that chicken wing into half Nelson working. He got the chicken wing in half Nelson, and he threw a Batchelder onto his back and got the fall. So after a slow start, the Beckman Blazers have caught a little fire right here. Double forfeit at 195, and we're going to see Beckman slide Austin Koopman up to 220 and Spencer Schlarman up to 285. We've got 285 on the orange mat. That's Spencer Schlarman, the senior, taking on Travis Evans, the freshman. And on the black mat, it's Austin Koopman, the senior, taking on Connor Andreessen.
Well, I think they're still trying to get it figured out. I believe at 220, like you said, it's going to be Koopman taking on Andreessen. And Schlarman will take on Travis Evans, which they have that one right, but we're going to get everybody checked in here.
They're going to report 220. They're going to get those guys at the head table just to make sure they got everything right. But Schlarman's going to snap Travis Evans down, and now a reverse half Nelson. Now Butcher to a reverse half Nelson. Schlarman has the freshman Evans on his back. Could be a fall right here. He's trying to get his chest up on top of the freshman from Anamosa. There's the fall in 56 seconds. So Spencer Schlarman, moving up this weight class, 285, will get the fall for the Blazers over the freshman Travis Evans in 56 seconds. That was just a snap down, a Butcher, and then reverse half Nelson as Schlarman got his chest up on top. Finished it just like to teach it, chest to chest, and buried the shoulders of Evans. Now,
so we do have it right there. It's going to be Koopman at 220. Austin Koopman from Beckman taking on Connor Andreessen of Anamosa.
And that 106, Jamie, on the black mat, Daniel Kobush from Dyersville Beckman will win by a forfeit. And that'll bring us up to weight class 113. And it'll be Mason Raker for the Beckman Blazers taking on Christian Steffensmeyer. Raker will take a forfeit, Jamie, at 113. It's hard to keep up with. Steffensmeyer not taking the mat tonight. So we'll move up to weight class 120. Nick Hageman taking on Cameron Brashears. And that'll be our last match. These are our last two matches of the night. So on the black mat at weight class 220, Austin Koopman is up on Connor Andreessen by a score of 2-0. Andreessen with a stand-up and a back trip by Koopman. And
I think they have those two letters switched. It shows Anderson on track wrestling.
Okay, Anderson?
Yep.
Okay. All right. That'd be Connor Anderson, the freshman.
And over there at 120, Nick Hageman with a 2-point takedown on Cameron Brashears.
So the Beckman Blazers getting the job done. Our dual meet score now quickly went to 44-15. At one time, the Blue Raiders held a 12-4 advantage, and that kind of woke the Beckman Blazers up. They caught some steam here, getting some takedowns and working their pinning combinations to perfection here, scoring some big points via the fall here tonight. Second period, it's 2-0. Koopman up on Anderson, and Anderson will choose down to start the second period. Weight class 120. It's Nick Hageman with a chicken wing on Brashears. He's got Brashears on his back. That's going to be the fall right there in 108. 108, so Cameron Brashears goes down by fall to Nick Hageman in 108. That'll give the Beckman Blazers 6 more. It's 50-15 right now. And this is our last match of this first duel. At weight class 220, 126 and counting with Koopman and Anderson. Anderson with a 1-point escape now, and Koopman going right back to work with a 2-on-1 Russian, drops in on a single. Low single, does a nice job cutting the corner, and then hitting the go behind to finish the takedown. Now stand up by Anderson. Anderson with a hard whizzer as Koopman drops in on a single. He's got his head on the inside on the right leg of Anderson, and Koopman's trying to circle behind. There won't be any exchange of points here. See if we get a stalemate. Oh, there's a 2-point reversal by Anderson as he got his leg out with the whizzer, forced pressure, got his leg out, then showed some quickness with his feet as he scooted behind the backside of Koopman, picked up the 2-point takedown. Now it's 4-3 with 33 seconds left to go. Anderson up on top, riding, got a far ankle, tight waist with far ankle, trying to drive Koopman forward. Koopman out in a tripod stand-up. Anderson's going to try to lift and return. Koopman's going to fight the hands and pick up a 1-point escape. It's 5-3.
And a locked hand, so it'll be 6-3.
Okay. Penalty point there for Koopman. 6-3 with 8 seconds left to go. And the freshman from Anamosa doing a fine job here against the senior from Dyersville Beckman. Let's see his choice. It'll be Koopman's choice to start the third period, and he will choose down. We'll see what the freshman decides to do here. He's going to ride the right side this time, and it quickly comes to a crossface from right to left. Then picks up the far ankle and drives Koopman off his base. And he's got Koopman belly down right in the center of the black mat, the all-black mat with the white rings on it. It's a great mat to wrestle on. One of those very soft, durable mats there. Light as a feather, but very durable. Short sit now by Koopman. Short sit out, snap back attempt by Anderson. And Koopman's going to have to roll. He's going to have to finish his sit out and cover up as Anderson tried to snap back. And Koopman had to avoid going to his back, so he covered up. Now power half Nelson by Anderson. Got that right forearm buried in the back of Koopman's neck. Now a half Nelson to the right side. So half Nelson from right to left. Now power half Nelson back on the left side. He's cranking a lot of pressure on the neck of Koopman. Now Anderson gets too high, and he'll have to pull himself behind. Now stalling against Koopman as Anderson is working that half Nelson one more time. He's out in front with the power half Nelson, trying to crank Koopman to his back. 52 seconds left to go. And Koopman's going to finally get all fours up as he's been warned for stalling. Anderson will go back behind. Tripod stand up now by Koopman. Hard chop, tight waist by Anderson. So the freshman doing a nice job riding here, Jamie.
Yeah, he really is. And, he's got to try to get something turned here. He's doing a good, like you said, doing a good job riding, but he hasn't been able to get anything. And you've talked about that. When you need points, sometimes it's best to let him loose and try taking him down.
23 seconds left to go in the match. It's 6-3. A cradle now by Anderson. He's got it locked up. He's too high with it. He's going to have to jump over on the other side. He gets too high with it. And Koopman's going to pick up a 1-point escape. Anderson drops in on a double. Might have a takedown on the edge of the mat. There's 2 right there. But the little boy, Jamie, Coach Green from Anamosa wanted Anderson to cut Koopman loose earlier, and he didn't see him. I think he felt like he had Anderson had Koopman spent. Once he got that stalling call, he's going to run out of time. It's going to be a 7-5. That's a great match right there for the freshman from Anamosa. That should be a confidence builder against a very good Austin Koopman from Dyersville. Koopman giving up some weight, Jamie, but still you got a soft freshman taking on a senior.
Well, you do, and, like you said, he did a great job. He fought hard that entire match, and right up to the end, like you said, just ran out of time. As even with giving up the weight, he did a great job of coming up and really pushing that match right up to the end. So final team score is going to be 53-15 in favor of the Blazers, and a dual meet lasted 40 minutes. Got started a little late, but a quick dual meet as 40 minutes was the time of that dual meet. We'll take a short break. We'll come back, add up all of our totals, and get you back here with our second duel, West Delaware and Anamosa. Stay with us. You're listening to High School Wrestling from KMCH Sports.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family. It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
Back into Seedorf Gymnasium as they're honoring the West Delaware seniors this year. Senior cheerleaders are Haley Shaw and Aaliyah Vasky. Wrestling statisticians are Megan Hofer and Kyra Vasky. And, of course, our senior wrestlers, as we mentioned, Cole Engel, Harrison Goebel, Dylan Linderwell, and Tristan Volker. We will talk to those four after this dual meet here tonight. But our first dual meet between Beckman and Anamosa started at 126 pounds as it was Morgan Raleigh of Anamosa with a fall in 1 minute 58 seconds over Michael Rowling of Beckman. At 132, it was Grant Hager with a 17-3 major decision over Hank Smith of Anamosa. At 138, it was Mitchell Engelbark of Anamosa with a fall in 1 minute and 10 seconds over Cale Cruzy of Beckman. Beckman turned things around. At 1:45, it was Jake Raker with an 11-2 major decision over Alex Casey of Anamosa. 1:52, Nathan Keating of Anamosa with a 7-0 win over Riley Fangman of Beckman. At 1:60, Luke Hageman of Beckman with a fall in 2 minutes and 24 seconds over Mason Brown of Anamosa. At 170 pounds, it was Evan Wolfcool of Beckman with a 38-second fall over Mason Christie of Anamosa. 182, Owen Grover from Beckman with a fall in 121 over Jacob Bachelder of Anamosa. Double forfeit at 195, and at 220, it was Austin Koopman of Beckman with a 7-5 win over Connor Anderson of Anamosa. At heavyweight, it was Spencer Schlarman of Beckman with a 56-second fall over Travis Evans. At 106, Danielle Kobish of Beckman with a forfeit. Same with Mason Raker at 113, receiving a forfeit. And at 120 was Nick Hageman of Beckman with a fall in 1 minute and 8 seconds over Cameron Brashears of Anamosa, making the final team score 53-15. As in that dual meet, Beckman had 16 takedowns. Anamosa with just 6. 2 major decisions for the Blazers, 0 for Anamosa. The Beckman Blazers had 5 pins. Anamosa had 2, and Beckman won 9 matches. Anamosa winning 3 in a dual meet that lasted 40 minutes exactly. As Roger, we said that was going to be a good duel. It was a very good duel early on in that match, but Beckman really flexing its muscles in that last down the stretch there, and they were able to come away with a big win and really get those matches under your belt early on in the night.
Well, it was a real slow start by him, but you got to give the Blue Raiders credit. Morgan Raleigh's very tough, as is Hank Smith. Those kids and Mitchell Engelbart, those are some tough kids. They got the Raiders out to a start, but I think Beckman decided that it was time to show up and time to wrestle like they're capable of wrestling. And once they got their momentum and their rhythm going, they put the pressure on, and they did what they had to do, and that scored bonus points. They took advantage of 3 forfeits. That always helps when you can get 18 points, but they also got some falls when they needed to. They did a good job pinning the Blue Raiders, and when you can do that, you're going to win a lot of duels. So I'm looking forward to the West Delaware Beckman duel. That's going to be a good one, but before we see that, we've got to see the West Delaware Anamosa duel that's coming up.
And we will have that West Delaware Anamosa duel coming your way in just a little bit. We're still introducing our seniors, so we'll take another short break. Come back with West Delaware taking on Anamosa. Right after this, you're listening to High School Wrestling from KMCH Sports.
Fidelity Bank and Trust in Anamosa and Monticello has a complete line of banking services, including online banking with bill pay and club accounts for all ages. Fidelity Bank and Trust is proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaching staff and wishes them the best season ever. Fidelity Bank and Trust with locations in Anamosa and Monticello, member FDIC.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Angela Weinkauf with Russell & Russell Insurance in Anamosa wishes all area athletes and coaches continued success. Just like the coaching staff, Russell & Russell Insurance can come up with an insurance plan that's right for you. Russell & Russell Insurance, Anamosa.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Fawn Creek Homes is family-owned and operated with locations in Anamosa, Makokata, Wilton, and Olwine. They sell manufactured and modular homes and can deliver to your location or set up at one of their parks, or you can design your own. Fawn Creek Homes, they want to take you home.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic
with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Wapsie Physical Therapy Incorporated in Anamosa, proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans. Sally Meyer, PT, MPT, Ross Hansen, PT, DPT, Ben Martins, PTA, Amber Ralston, PTA, and Rebecca Schwebke, ATC at Wapsie Physical Therapy and Fitness Center in Anamosa. Check them out at wapsiept@yahoo.com.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Jones County Abstract is proud to support all area athletes and coaches and wish them the best of luck. They understand the dedication and hard work it takes to achieve success. Keep bringing home the victories. From your friends at Jones County Abstract in Anamosa.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Sode's Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
In sports, as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Making sure you have experienced athletes and bench strength are a critical combination for a winning team. The same goes for our F&M team. With an average longevity of 15 years and 28 members strong, F&M is consistently showing strength in numbers. F&M Bank, the right choice, member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
And welcome back into the Seedorf Gymnasium, along with in-studio producer Faith Hunt, Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back along with you as we get you set for this second dual meet. It'll be West Delaware taking on Anamosa. We saw the Blue Raiders in their first duel fall to Beckman by the final score of 53-15. As we get you set for this second duel, West Delaware and Anamosa. This dual meet, Roger, will start at 132 pounds. West Delaware and Beckman will start at 138 pounds. So I think we're going to see similar to the first duel, Roger, where I think Anamosa's got some good kids. They've got some favorable matchups in this duel against West Delaware. But, again, I think the strength and the experience of the Hawks will come through in the end. But I tell you what, I was impressed with some of the wrestlers, and you mentioned some of the young wrestlers for Anamosa in that first duel. Let's see how they do in this next duel.
Yeah, they wrestled very, very well. Alex Casey at 145 gave Jake Raker everything he wanted at 145. That was a great match. Of course, Morgan Rowley. I'm anxious to see how West Delaware's freshman Stately Mallory does against Morgan Rowley. I think that's going to be a really good match. We'll see if Stately Mallory can slow the pace down and get in good position and give himself a chance to win. That would be a huge upset. But he's wrestled some good people lately and wrestled them very, very well.
As we'll see Ryan Phillips. Ryan Phillips will come onto the mat first here for West Delaware. Looks like he will take on Hank Smith to start this dual meet. So see how Hank Smith fares against Ryan Phillips here in this match here tonight, as Smith was majored by Grant Hager in the first duel. Just underway now, 7:05 is our start time, and a quick 2-point takedown for Ryan Phillips.
Yeah, there's a high crotch by Phillips, a 5.5-second high crotch got in, and now he's going to look for some back points. He's got the leg turk of Smith, and I'll tell you what, he's going to go right to his back. Phillips is going to pick up some back points here. Not too often does Ryan Phillips outsize somebody, but he's got the size advantage here on Hank Smith, and he's going to pick up 2 for the near fall. I didn't give him the 2 for the near fall, but he's got a chicken wing and he's got a half Nelson. That's going to be the fall right there. In 37 seconds, Jamie Vasky. Ryan Phillips dropped out of the rankings, which, I don't agree with at all, because I think you got to look at the level of competition that you're wrestling. Whether you lose, you lose, but you're still wrestling top quality people. Phillips deserves to be in there, and I'm telling you what, we got the Hawks off to a good start, and we got the T-shirts flying, Jamie. We got the pin shirts.
Did we get any?
We did not. They are not even looking at us over here. You're gonna have to do something with your. You just get with your influence, Jamie. You got to influence these girls to throw this way.
I don't have a lot of clout, I don't think. But moving up, should be a good match here at 138 pounds. It'll be Cole Engel from West Delaware taking on Mitchell Engel-Bart. So we've got an Engel and an Engel-Bart taking the mat right now. Again, want to thank our sponsors for tonight's dual meets, our extra sponsors, Fawn Creek Homes, Fidelity Bank and Trust, Jones County Abstract, Russell & Russell Insurance, and Wapsie Physical Therapy. So just underway here with Engel and Engel-Bart. Cole Engel, the senior for West Delaware. Engel-Bart, just a sophomore for Anamosa. We'll see how they do. I believe Engel-Bart defeated Engel in the duel last year.
I think you're right, Jamie. And Cole Engel is very cautious right here. And this is a huge match for Cole Engel for seeding for next Saturday. So he's really got to get out and go. Jamie, that was close. Oh, she was close.
I think they're picking favorites.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to wave a little bit harder and make a little bit more noise. 51 seconds left to go. Engel and Engel-Bart. There's a slide-by attempt by Engel. That's his go-to shot. Now an ankle pick by Engel. He's in deep, and he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown. Now switch attempt by Engel-Bart. And a hard, tight waist by Engel. He might give up a 2-point reversal. He did, right on the edge of the mat. And there's the case, Jamie, if you're Cole Engel, you just want to limp arm out of that, give him one, and go back to work.
Yeah, but I think in that case, Engel thought he could keep following around Engel-Bart, and it got him in trouble. But like you said, that'd be a good situation to, like you said, let him go and give up the one and go back to work on your feet. But I like what Cole Engel's doing here, coming quickly to his feet, hits a switch, and picks up a 1-point escape. So he's going to take a 3-2 lead here over Mitchell Engel-Bart here with 15 seconds left to go in this first period.
Yeah, that's something, that's Cole Engel's go-to move from underneath. Nice stand-up. He's got a great switch. Uses his length. He's got long levers here. Takes advantage of that length. 4 seconds left to go. With Engel over Engel-Bart. There's a shot by Engel-Bart with 1 second left. Almost got the corner turned. He's going to defer over to Engel. It's going to be Engel-Bart's choice. He'll defer over to Cole Engel. One thing, too, Jamie. Hey, you're Cole Engel. You're a senior, for crying out loud. Wrestling your last match in the Seedorf Gymnasium. So that's added motivation.
It is, and, we'll see how he, like to see him come out here and really perform well here tonight. Is doing a good job of trying to get out of us. Rolls through on, steps over that switch, and just about got himself caught on his back. So got to try to clean that up a little bit. Just come up to your feet and get hand control and split the hands. He's going to get a reversal out of it. It's another nice switch. I think it's switch or be switched here from the early onset of this match.
Well, I think you're exactly right. Now a tripod stand-up by Engel-Bart. Engel's trying to head lever. He's got a tight waist with the right, head lever with the left. He's going to try to run the head lever. He might have Engel-Bart going to his back. Engel-Bart posts that left shoulder, drops his weight down, covers up. So Engel could not finish that head lever. But nice job controlling that left wrist with 109 and counting. The Hawks up 6-0 of the Blue Raiders with a Ryan Phillips fall. Now here goes Engel doing what he does best. He's got a ball and chain. He's got the left arm of Engel-Bart draped through his legs. Now he's trying to dig a chicken wing on the right side. Trying to dig that chicken wing in deep. He's going to try to step over Engel-Bart, and he gets too high, and Engel-Bart's going to pick up a 2-point reversal, and it's 5-4 right now. There's a chicken wing, and I'll tell you what, Engel did not post the far shoulder, and that let Engel-Bart pick up the 2-point reversal. Now a scramble situation. Might be a 2-point reversal back again for Engel. As Engel-Bart got and we're going to get a stalemate right there. Engel-Bart had a hold of the left ankle of Engel, and Engel could not cut the corner on it. 22 seconds left. It's going to be Engel-Bart's choice to start the third period, so Cole Engel will need to really score here. He's got 22 seconds to pick up some points. There's a stand-up by Engel. Let's see if he can pick up the switch. Standing switch by Engel. One more time, he picks up. Jamie, this match may be a record for the number of switches we've seen.
That's very possible. What have we seen? 3 or 4 of them already? And great match so far as Cole Engel goes up 7-4. That'll end the second period, here in this match. Again, West Delaware leading the dual meet 6-0 here after, you said, Ryan Phillips with a fall to start this dual meet in 37 seconds over Hank Smith. Currently we're in our second match with Engel and Engelbart, and another switch and another reversal for Engelbart.
Engelbart got that wrist out and picked up the switch. There's going to be a stand-up by Engel. 1 point escape. It's 8-6 now. Neutral. 1:42 and counting, third period. Again, this is just a huge match for both wrestlers. There's a slide by Engel. He's going to pick up 2. Boy, nice job to the left side. Caught Engelbart sitting flat-footed. Hit him with that slide by as Engel tied up with him. Covered him up. It's 10-6 right now. Engel working a tight waist again. Here comes a switch attempt by Engelbart. And Engelbart's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. Not on a switch, but got the reversal. It's 10-8 with 1:13 left to go. So these guys are trading 2 for 2 right now with Engel. That's going to be an optional start by Engelbart. Engelbart might try to throw in a drive cradle, and we're going to get a caution against Engel. Caution against Engelbart. Caution against Engelbart. So Engel will set in the middle. Engelbart optional start. Engel in a stand-up. Hard whizzer. Going to be a 1-point escape now for Engel. 11-8 right now. So with 1 minute and counting, Cole Engel up by 3. But that's a lot of time. Jamie, here it is. Are you going to sit on the lead? You're going to build the lead? What are you going to do here?
And, you can't, it's interesting. Cole Engel's got the only takedowns in this match. It's just he hasn't been able to stop that switch or stop those reversals from Engelbart. So slide by again, but there is a shot looking at him, but he's going to give up a shot here. Might give up a takedown to Engelbart.
Cole Engel sitting on his left hip right now. If Engelbart gets his left arm out around the hips of Engel, there's a 2-point takedown. Cole Engel's going to have to cover up. It's 11-8. Cole Engel sitting on his hip. He's going to have to turn to his stomach and cover up.
11-10.
11-10 right now. 11-10. And that's a 1-point escape by Engel. It's 12-10 with 16 seconds left. Engel's going to be content to sit on the edge of the mat. Engelbart trying to find a shot again with short time left. 7 seconds left. 12-10 is your score. 4 seconds left. Engelbart trying to get in on a shot. Engel's got to back up. That's going to do it. It's going to be a hard fought 12-10 win by Cole Engel over Mitchell Engelbart. Smart match by the senior, Jamie, against a very good Engelbart from Anamosa.
That really was. And, he did a great job of coming out and did a great job coming out there and really fighting off and holding off there at the end. So got to give a lot of credit to Cole Engel of battling through. As he, you could tell he was tired. He was tired there near the end of the match, but did a great job of holding off there and getting that win. So the Hawks will go up 9-0 here. It'll be Cale Meyer for West Delaware taking on Alex Casey from Anamosa.
Well, we'll see after that disappointing performance on Saturday. We'll see if Cale Meyer comes out with a burn in his saddle, Jamie, and he quickly comes out with a 2-point takedown. He got that single leg up and didn't give Casey an opportunity to fight it off with a whizzer. And now he's got an inside wrist on the left. He's got that out to a bar. Now he's going to hook a chicken wing up on the left. Casey's still up on all fours. Now Meyer will lose the chicken wing, but Casey will go down to his belly. Hard crossface now by Meyer from right to left. He's going to try to set up a crossface cradle. He's out around the head. He's driving that head to the knee. He's got Casey in a crossface cradle. He's going to lock Casey up. He's got Casey on his back. Casey's trying to roll out of it. Cale Meyer trying to get that right knee in the left rib cage of the the freshman from Anamosa. Meyer locking up that crossface. He's got the face of the freshman beat red. There's the fall in 1:14.5. Cale Meyer will win by a fall. That'll put the West Delaware Hawks up by a score of 15-0. I don't see the pin belt out tonight, Jamie. They retired the pin belt.
Oh, he's got it.
Does he got it? All right.
We move up to 152. It'll be Mitchell Mangles for the Hawks. Talking to Mitchell Mangold on Saturday. He's, I believe, 3 wins away from 100. So he won't be able to get that here tonight. I told him he should have won all of his matches on Saturday and get first place and come out of here. But I tell you what, that was a very tough tournament, that bracket that Mitchell Mangold was in on Saturday, but coming away with the third place finish was a junior for West Delaware. So look to see him and get that in his first match on Saturday at the Louisa Muscatine Invitational.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. A good invitational. There's a third takedown by Mitchell Mangold, third different takedown. Again, doing a nice job. There's a John Smith single. Works himself up, covers up the hips of Nathan Keating, and he's out quickly, 8-3, with 1:11 left to go. 49 seconds. Took all of 49 seconds for Mitchell Mangold to pick up 3 takedowns. Now he's got the right arm. He's got the right arm of the freshman from Anamosa trapped underneath. He's trying to pitch him on his back. He's got the left knees. He's going to try to lift up and turn Keating. Now he's got a chicken wing on the left side. See if he can run that chicken wing. Trying to post that. He's going to step around the head of Keating. Referee looking for a figure 4, but that's going to be a leg half Nelson. And Keating's going to try to high bridge out of it. Mangold with a half Nelson with his leg. He's going to try to arch his back. Not going to get the fall, but he's going to pick up 3. It's quickly 11-3 with 27 seconds left to go. And now a chicken wing on the left by Mangold. One thing I like about Mitch Mangold, Jamie, is his offense. He's got a variety of things that he likes. And he's got a double chicken wing in right now, and he's driving Keating all over the mat. Keating's going to have some mat burns on both cheeks. Now Keating do a stand-up, and Mangold's going to follow him. Now a front trip by Mangold takes Keating back down to the mat, and that left shoulder of Mitchell Mangold went right in between the shoulder blades of Keating, and he felt it. That was just a really nice front trip. So second period underway. It's going to be Keating's choice. He's going to choose neutral. And it's going to be a quick snap down by Mangold. Doesn't have the 2 yet, but he's working on a front headlock, maybe trying to hit that near side cradle. Keating does a nice job tying up the right elbow of Mangold. Now Mangold's going to pull his elbow. He's going to circle around Keating, pick up 2. Keating up on all 4s. Back trip by Mangold. And Mangold, once again, will drive Keating. Mangold will drive Keating back down to the mat. Now Mangold will cut Keating loose. Keating's going to turn quickly and try to attack the left knee of Mangold. And Mangold's going to cut him loose. 1 point escape as they go off the edge of the mat, 13-4. The pace of this match has been unbelievable. There's a double leg takedown by Mangold. He's going to lift Keating up and try to set up the Turk. Keating's going to try to scissor out of it. Mangold now has both legs of Keating wrapped up. Here comes the Turk. He doesn't get the Turk, but he's going to step over that right ankle and drive Keating face first into the mat. It's a 15-4 lead. Now we're going to get stalling against Keating. Now here comes a bulldog. Here comes a ball and chain tilt by Mitch Mangold. He's going to pick up some back points. Probably going to get 2 out of it, making the score 17-4. And Mangold 2 points away from a tech fall. I think he'd like to have the full fall here, but we'll see what happens. 39 seconds left. Keating in a short set. Mangold with a tight waist chop, working on the right side. Mangold now is going to pop over to the left side, hit that ball and chain. He's got the left arm of Keating, of Nathan Keating, trapped between his legs. Now he's going to dig a chicken wing on the left side. As he does, Keating tries to trap the left leg of Mangold. He's going to have to bail out of the ball and chain. Now he's got a cross body ride in. Not sure if that's where he wants to be, but it's in. Got a cross body ride with 11 seconds. He's got a banana split on Nathan Keating. Mangold locks up a banana split. There's the fall. There's the fall at 3:56. Mitchell Mangold, Jamie with a DQ special. That banana split right there for the fall.
Yeah, great job there by Mitchell. You know, we talk about how Mitchell likes to change up what he does so often, and saw it again right there as he went to a lot of different moves on his feet in those 5 takedowns that he we saw him get there. As he did a great job, even in the pinning combination, coming out and trying something a little different and picking up the fall. I just did something I haven't done yet all year. I wrote Jake Voss on this instead of Jared Voss. In my defense, Jake Voss was sitting out in the Commons when I was just out there, so I congratulated him and wished him the best of luck. Not on the wrestling mat coming up this next weekend, but he is a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. He's one of the few Jaguar fans that I know, so congratulated him and wished him the best of luck. And I think I owe him something this summer from the bet that we made. So, but there's Jared Voss with a 2-point takedown right out of the gate here to start this match.
Yeah, that was a slide by, and he does so well. And he picked up, he did a leg lace. He got his left leg inside the right leg of Mason Brown and picked up the 2, and now he's got an inside wrist to a bar. Inside wrist on the left, roll it out the bar. Now he's going to go to he's going to try to cow catch him right to his back, try to whip him over. But Brown bailed out of it. Now he's got a drive cradle locked up. And Brown once again gets that inside hip down. So have to go back to work. There's a nice stand-up by Mason Brown. Splits the hands of Voss. And Voss is going to shove him free and go right back to work on his feet. Short, stocky Mason Brown.
And we saw Brown come out and get the takedown on 4th-ranked Luke Hageman in that first duel. So he's a fighter out there, and he came in even after getting that escape. Looked like maybe they were going out of bounds, but he came in and tried a double leg on Jared Voss. But Voss comes in and gets another takedown, leads it now 4-1.
And that was a snap down. That was a collar tie with a snap down with some authority, and it took Mason Brown right to his face. And Voss quickly covered his hips. 19 seconds left. Here comes a cross body by Voss. Cross body on the left, hard cross face from left to right. He's got the far shoulder trap. He's going to pick up some back points here. Doing a great job tying up the hips of Mason Brown. 4 seconds. He's not going to get the fall, but he's going to pick up 3 near fall to end this first period. He will go up 2 near fall. He picked up 2, so he will go up 6-1 after 1. Mason Brown gets right up, and he's pacing right over to Coach Trevor Green, looking for some help. And now we're going to have to go to the blood corner, Jamie, after that very physical. I think that was that collar tie by Voss. Snapped the face of Mason Brown right to the mat. And
while they get cleaned up over there, we'll take a short break and come back. You're listening to High School Wrestling here from KNCH Sports.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
This is George Davis from the law offices of Locher and Davis in Farley and Dyersville. Proud sponsor of our local youth as they develop confidence, character, and teamwork in high school athletics and learn lessons that last a lifetime. Best wishes to all our local students. We are cheering for you. Locher and Davis law offices located in Farley and Dyersville.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium, along with in-studio producer Faith Hunt, Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back along with you. There's one of our seniors from West Delaware, Tristan Volker, picking up the fall on the JV mat. As we go back to action here on our varsity mat, still 6-1. I think we're going to go to varsity on both mats now. As I see Jack Newhouse coming to the mat over here, so it'll be Jack Newhouse and Mason Christie coming to the mat for the varsity, as we'll go varsity on both mats here.
Well, Jared Voss now has Mason Brown belly down, and he's working that ball and chain. He's got the left wrist of Mason Brown tied up. Now he's going to try to dig a chicken wing on the right side. He's got the wing. Now he's going to step around the head of Brown and get rid of the wing and arch his back. He's going to keep the ball and chain. He's got to arch his back to get the shoulders of Mason Brown flat. What a picture there. That's a Kodak moment right there, or a Nikon moment, because Mom's right there in the corner getting some action shots of the mat.
That'd be a Canon moment.
Okay, Canon moment.
We'll have to confirm that.
All right, there's a nice whip over by Voss. He picked up that inside wrist, went around the head. That's going to be a fall in a 3:08. So the freshman will win by a fall. I think the cheerleaders are going to be out of T-shirts, Jamie, if this keeps going.
As Jack Newhouse and Mason Christie up over here, still no score between those two. And over on the varsity match, it's going to be Jordan Brees from West Delaware taking on Jacob Bachelder.
Well, we got Jack Newhouse with the takedown. And he's got an inside wrist, Jamie. You can see what the Hawks have been working on. Now he's going to go around the head, and Jordan Brees is going to work on a fall on Jacob Batchelder. And Batchelder
Newhouse gets the fall.
In 53, Jamie. Jack Newhouse winning by a fall in 53 seconds. And Jordan Brees picked up a 4-point move. Didn't give him the near fall. But Jordan Brees taking on Jacob Batchelder.
So Jordan Brees is going to cut him loose. So Harrison Goebel will take a forfeit. Harrison Goebel will take a forfeit at 195. So good to see Harrison back into the lineup here. And Jordan Brees looking at a cradle as he gets the takedown. He's got a cross-face cradle locked up. And there's the fall for Jordan Brees in exactly 1 minute. So the Hawks rolling here.
That pin bug, Jamie, that pin bug has arrived.
And it's going to be 45-0 here in favor of the Hawks.
Well, we're going to go up to 220. In class 220, we've got Ben Ridenauer taking on Connor Anderson. Ben Ridenauer, the fine junior for West Delaware, taking on a really nice freshman, Connor Anderson. He gave Austin Koopman everything he wanted, and he's got some size. Looks like he's got some strength. But there's Ben Ridenauer with a bear hug with a back trip. He's got the freshman on his back. Let's see if he can tee out and get the fall. Ben Ridenauer can't pin him with the best of them, but Anderson's going to roll out. Ridenauer just slaps another half Nelson, gets on his toes and drives Anderson to his back. There's the fall in 43. Ben Ridenauer with a fall in 43 seconds.
And there's Carson Petlin. He's got Travis Evans on his back.
17 seconds.
17 seconds, the fall for Carson Petlin.
It's a pinathon, Jamie Baskey. It's a pinathon at Seedorf Gymnasium tonight. The Hawks getting the job done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pin.
At 106, it's going to be Luke Farmer picking up a forfeit for the West Delaware. So Farmer will have a forfeit. That'll make it 63-0 in favor of the Hawks. I have no idea if I'm even close to being right here. And I think Evan Woods is going to get a forfeit at 113. That'll make it 69-0 here. And at 120, it's going to be Riley Dolan and Cameron Brashears. And at 126, it'll be Stavely Mowry taking on Morgan Rowley.
Well, that's going to be a great match, featured match of this duel at 126. The fine freshman Stavely Mowry taking on the number 10 ranked senior for Anamosa, one of those team leaders. There's Riley Dolan, Jamie, with a nice takedown, a single leg takedown. He got the leg up and he cut across to a double. Now he's got a half Nelson on Brashears on the right side, trying to drive Brashears to his back. Doesn't want to be one of the very few that gets a fall tonight, Jamie. This is an unbelievable display. There's Dolan going to work with a half Nelson, scoops the arm. That could be a fall. There's the fall in 47. Riley Dolan with a fall in 47 seconds. Half Nelson, inside wrist, bar arm, and he picked up the fall. 75-0 in favor of West Delaware. So we've got one match to go. And it's going to be Morgan Rowley with the 2-point takedown on Stavely Mowry. Morgan Rowley now putting a cross body right in on the freshman on the right side, trying to pick up some back points. Now there's a 2-point reversal by Mowry. He's got Morgan Rowley going to his back. And Rowley's got to bail out and go cover up to his chest as Mowry got his hips up and shook the senior down and picked up the 2-point reversal.
I'm all caught up.
Boy, oh boy,
that was a lot of action in a short amount of time.
That was a pin or be pinned right there. That's the Hawks doing what they do best tonight, Jamie, winning by a fall. And this is Stavely Mowry. Tell you what, frustrating the senior. Here comes a switch attempt by Morgan Rowley. And he's going to jump in on the right leg of Stavely Mowry. Mowry's got a hard crossface. He's got the near ankle lifted. And he's got He's got Raleigh belly down. Now Raleigh's going to get his knees under him, going to knee slide under. He's going to pick up a 1-point escape. It's 3-2 in favor of the senior. It's going to be a 1-point escape and 3-2 in favor of the senior Blue Raider over Stavely Mowry. Now front headlock by Raleigh. A short drag by Mowry. He might have the corner cut.
Be careful here with short time.
Oh boy, that was a nice job by both wrestlers. Mowry almost had the corner, and that's the senior facing him off and not giving up the 2. It's going to be Mowry's choice. He's going to take down to start period number 2.
And I think Raleigh deferred over to Mowry, so it'll, like you said, Mowry's choice. He goes down to start period number 2. Let's see if he can, as right away those legs come in for Morgan Raleigh. You know, he's done a great job of getting a lot better in this position. We saw him last year use this. I believe he was a state qualifier last year for Anamosa. I'll check on that here real quick, but I tell you what, he did a great job of that last season.
Well, a guy that's good with the legs, and we've seen plenty of them, can do a lot to frustrate some really good wrestlers, and that's what Morgan Raleigh is really good at, and that's using those legs. He's got his suction cups in. He's got the cross body right in on the right side of Stavely Mowry. Mowry now up to a tripod, trying to shake Raleigh out. He does. He gets the leg out. He shook Raleigh out, but Raleigh goes right back to a tight waist and chops that right arm and takes Stavely Mowry off his base, and now he has to fight again from underneath.
And Morgan Raleigh was a state qualifier last year, going 1-2 in the state tournament. Won his opening round match against Isaac Dixon, Spirit Lake Park, and then lost his next 2 matches, one to Riley Wright from Denver Tripola, and the next one against Kyle Anderson of Washington.
Stavely Mowry came to an inside stand-up and left his head down, and that let Morgan Raleigh tie him up with a drive cradle. Raleigh trying to put the Raiders on the board with the fall. There's the fall right there. There's the fall right there in 3:28. 3:28, Morgan Raleigh will win by a fall. So our second duel is going to be over. The Hawks are going to win this thing 75-6. We're going to take a short timeout. Jamie's got his abacus going, adding up these facts and figures, and he'll have the tally for you on our return. You're listening to Hold by Hold action right here from the Seedorf Gymnasium on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Fidelity Bank and Trust in Anamosa and Monticello has a complete line of banking services, including online banking with bill pay and club accounts for all ages. Fidelity Bank and Trust is proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaching staff and wishes them the best season ever. Fidelity Bank and Trust with locations in Anamosa and Monticello, member FDIC.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Angela Weinkauf with Russell & Russell Insurance in Anamosa wishes all area athletes and coaches continued success. Just like the coaching staff, Russell & Russell Insurance can come up with an insurance plan that's right for you. Russell & Russell Insurance, Anamosa.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Fawn Creek Homes is family-owned and operated with locations in Anamosa, Makokata, Wilton, and Olwine. They sell manufactured and modular homes and can deliver to your location or set up at one of their parks, or you can design your own. Fawn Creek Homes, they want to take you home.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Back into Seedorf Gymnasium as our second duel is in the books. As we start, we started this second duel at 132 pounds. 132 pounds. It was Ryan Phillips of West Delaware with a 37-second fall over Hank Smith of Anamosa. At 138, Cole Engel with a 12-10 win over Mitchell Engelbart. At 145, it was West Delaware freshman Cale Meyer with a fall in 114 over Alex Casey. At 152, Mitchell Mangle with a 3-minute, 56-second fall over Nathan Keating. At 160, Jared Voss with a 3-minute, 8-second fall over Mason Brown of Anamosa. At 170, Jack Newhouse with a 53-second fall over Mason Christie. At 182, Jordan Brees with a 1-minute fall over Jacob Bachelder. 195, Harrison Goebel picks up a forfeit. At 220 is Ben Ridenauer with a 43-second fall over Connor Anderson. That made it 51-0 Hawks. Carson Pentland picked up a 17-second fall over Travis Evans. At 106 and 113, Luke Farmer and Evan Woods picked up forfeits for the Hawks. At 120, it was Riley Dolan with a 47-second fall over Cameron Brashears. And at 126, it was Morgan Raleigh, with a fall in 3 minutes and 28 seconds over Stavely Mowry of West Delaware, making the final team score 75-6 in favor of West Delaware. West Delaware had 16 takedowns in that dual meet, Anamosa with 2. The Hawks had 9 falls, Anamosa with 1, and West Delaware won 13 matches. Anamosa won 1 in a dual meet that lasted 29 minutes, setting up our final duel, and should be a really good duel here tonight, Roger. Our final duel, West Delaware and Beckman.
Well, it will be, and if you're looking at the lineup there, Beckman's going to be favored in 3 matches for sure. You got number 5 ranked Jake Raker at 145. That's going to be a barn burner with Cale Meyer at 160. Luke Hageman, the senior, taking on the freshman from West Delaware, Jared Voss. That will be a headbanger also. And at 182, you've got Owen Grover, who's ranked number 9, taking on Jordan Brees from West Delaware. So those are going to be matches where the Blazers are favored. The Hawks are going to be favored in several weight classes. Then there's some toss-ups. So it's going to be the ability of both teams to get a quick start. And we're starting this duel at 138. So Cole Engel will be taking on Cale Cruzy. That will be a good match to start this thing off. And Cruzy will have to come out for Beckman. He's going to have to light a spark because Beckman's got to think they have a shot to win this duel. Cruz is going to have to come out strong against the senior from West Delaware, and the reverse is also true. Cole Engel, wrestling in his last duel in the Seedorf Gymnasium, Jamie, he's going to have to come out, light a spark for the Hawks, get them started out in the right way, and get them on the board first, and put the momentum on the orange and black side. Or, this thing's going to be wild and crazy duel.
Absolutely. We'll take a short break. We're going to start this next duel at 7:45, so we'll have that for you in just a little bit. You're listening to High School Wrestling, West Delaware, Anamosa, and Beckman, right here from KMCH.com.
Wapsie Physical Therapy Incorporated in Anamosa, proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans. Sally Meyer, PT, MPT, Ross Hansen, PT, DPT, Ben Martins, PTA, Amber Ralston, PTA, and Rebecca Schwebke, ATC at Wapsie Physical Therapy and Fitness Center in Anamosa. Check them out at wapsiept@yahoo.com.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Hi, this is Jamie Baskey at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Jones County Abstract is proud to support all area athletes and coaches and wish them the best of luck. They understand the dedication and hard work it takes to achieve success. Keep bringing home the victories from your friends at Jones County Abstract in Anamosa.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at 4browns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Fidelity Bank and Trust in Anamosa and Monticello has a complete line of banking services, including online banking with bill pay and club accounts for all ages. Fidelity Bank and Trust is proud to sponsor all area athletes and coaching staff and wishes them the best season ever. Fidelity Bank and Trust with locations in Anamosa and Monticello, member FDIC.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium. Want to thank our extra sponsors here tonight: Bi-County Disposal, Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington, Financial Strategies, Meyer Mechanical, Riker Shoes, and Spring Green Lawn Care. Welcome back in, everybody. Jamie Vansky, Roger Reed along with you as we get you set for our third and final duel of the night, as West Delaware will be taking on Beckman, and starting at 138 pounds, it is going to be Cole Engel for West Delaware taking on Cale Cruzy.
Well, a little added motivation here, Jamie. If the Hawks win this duel, they will be Wamak East champs, and not sure how many years it's been since they've claimed that crown. But that will be a really nice thing for them.
I think either way they may. I believe they win it regardless, just because they hold the head-to-head with everybody else.
Okay.
It would be their first loss. But here's Cole Engel with a 2-point takedown to start this match, 20 seconds in.
Well, nice slide by once again by Engel, and he quickly goes out to the ball and chain. He's got the left arm of, let's check this out. He's got the left arm of Cale Cruzy trapped. Now he's going to walk around the head. He's got a chicken wing on the right. He's got Cruzy on his back, and this would be a good way for the Hawks to start this meet. He's got Cruzy on his back with a reverse half Nelson. Cruzy, the junior from Beckman Catholic, rolls the wrist out, goes to a high bridge, gets back down to his belly, rolls the wrist out, but it's going to be a 3-point near fall for Engel. Now Engel goes right to work on a tilt. Got Cruzy on his back one more time. He's getting some back points here as he's controlling the hips of Cruzy. He's going to get a 2-point near fall. So Cale Engel quickly out 7-0 with 51 seconds left, and he's still got that tilt locked up. Now he goes to a chicken wing. He's got Cruzy on his back one more time. Might get the fall this time as he's trying to reload that. He's trying to stack Cruzy up with the chicken wing. He's going to get 3 near fall out of it. He didn't get 2 the first time off that tilt. He's going to get 2 again on the chicken wing. I thought that might be 2 and 2 because he changed pinning combinations, but our official there only has 2 fingers out. As Engel's got a chicken wing on the left, still controlling that arm. Now he's got a double chicken wing as he scooped the right arm. Now he's going to post the shoulder of Cruzy with 13 seconds. And he's going to take that big step. Might have Cruzy stacked up for the fall. That might be the fall right there. The official's coming on that side. There's the fall in 154.3. Cale Engel will win by a fall. And, Jamie, that's the start. That's the start that we talked about.
Well, it is, and that's a great job there. That's what they needed for the Hawks was, like you said, a quick start, and they got that out of Cole Engel with the fall. So we're going to move up to 145. It's going to be Cale Meyer from West Delaware. As Cale coming up here, taking on Jake Raker from Beckman.
And Jamie, I did not go back to my program on Saturday to see how many freshman-senior matchups that West Delaware had at the Jefferson Invite. There were a lot.
There was enough.
And we have another one here tonight with the fine freshman from West Delaware, Cale Meyer, taking on number 5 ranked Jake Raker from Beckman Catholic. And this is one of those featured matches here. Yes, Raker is ranked 5th in the state, but Cale Meyer has beat some really good people, and his losses are I would call them quality losses. He's lost to some really, really outstanding wrestlers. Off to the center of the mat, the left center of the mat we go, and a lot of hand fighting, a lot of good collar tying. Meyer's going to drop down on that left knee, a long shot by Cale Meyer, in on a double, climbed the body, tried to lock up a bear hug on Raker. Raker went to a double underhook and brought Meyer up. Meyer now with a underhook. He's going to pick up a 2-point, no takedown yet. Now he's got a 2-point takedown that Meyer does. Boy, that was just a very nice shuck with underhook with a shuck to a single. Raker almost had the 2-point reversal on the lift and return. Now Meyer's got a Raker in a stand-up. Meyer's going to drop into a single. He's got his head to the outside. He's going to have to suck that knee in. Hard crossface down by Raker, and Raker's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. 27 seconds left to go. And that's that shot, Jamie. If you're gonna shoot that single and leave your head to the outside, you've got to quickly finish that, or Raker did exactly what was expected, a hard crossface for a 2-point reversal.
Yeah, he did, and that's like you said, that's something you got to know. Once you get in there, you got to finish. But Still time here for Cale Meyer to try to get out here. Just 5 seconds left to go, but I think we're going to have a 2-2 tie going into the second period. And I tell you what, Roger, you can take the radio or take the person away from radio announcing, but you can't take the radio announcing and researcher out of a person. And Ryan Phillips' older brother, I'm going to catch myself there, Sam, letting us know that 2014 was the last time the Hawks were the Wamak East champs. They tied with Western Dubuque and Mount Vernon. Last outright Wamak East title for the Hawks was 2013. So thanks to Sam Phillips for that information.
Well, we've got some diggers out there, and that like facts just like we do, so thank you very much.
Now get back to studying.
There's always time for a wrestling break. There's a stand-up by Raker, lift and return by Meyer, and Meyer with a hard tight waist on the left. Tight waist with the right, inside wrist with the left, and he's got Jake Raker, had him belly down. Raker now with an outside stand-up. Meyer's going to have to readjust himself. Raker now splitting the hands of Meyer. Last time Meyer dropped in on a single, he drops right back in on that single. Now he's going to drive Raker off the edge of the mat. It's 2-2 on the scoreboard with 1:16 left to go in period number 2. So the unranked freshman from West Delaware is giving the number 5 ranked senior from Beckman Catholic everything he wants going into the second period. It was Raker's choice. He chose down to start this second period. Meyer now working that hard cross face. Now Meyer going to a far knee, tight waist far knee. He's going to step in and Turk. Raker's got a Turk in. Let's see if he can climb the body and go cross face to far shoulder. And a scissor by Raker now takes the Turk out. So Meyer's going to have to reload the Turk. 53 seconds left to go. Meyer gets high as he tries to lift Raker up off the edge of the mat. Raker's going to try to grab the right leg of Cale Meyer and hit him with a switch. Meyer's going to hang on to the left leg of Jake Raker. Raker's going to cut the corner and pick up a 2-point reversal with 35 seconds left to go. Stand up now by Cale Meyer. He's got a whizzer as Raker drops in on a single. And Meyer's going to gut wrench him off to his side, but Raker's going to hang on to that single, and we're off the edge of the mat. We'll have to go back to the middle for a restart with 21 and a half seconds left to go in period number 2. West Delaware Hawks up 6-0 after 1, thanks to Cole Engel fall. There's a restart. Meyer with an outside stand-up, quickly tries to switch. Now back to a stand-up. He's going to try to score one here. He's going to turn and face Raker. Now he throws a hard whizzer on Raker. Might be a 2-point reversal if he can get his if he can swing his leg out. He's got a leg lace in, but a whizzer by Raker is going to block Meyer off, and that's how the second period is going to end. Good flurry at the end of the period for the freshman. Cale Meyer will choose down, and Jake Raker, very formidable up on top. Well, he's a very good rider, so Cale Meyer will really have to get out and go. Here comes a claw ride by Raker on the left side. Now hand controlled by Meyer. Meyer in a short set. He's got hand control. He's got the hands of Raker split. Now set out, turned in by Meyer, and Raker's going to follow him. Stand up by Meyer. Raker drops in on a single. Hard gut wrench one more time by Meyer as Raker tries to grab the right leg of the freshman. Now Raker's going to slide behind and spike the right leg of Meyer. Meyer did not clear that leg and square off Raker. That allowed the senior from Beckman Catholic to spike that leg. Might be a 2-point reversal as Meyer's got his right leg trapped inside the left leg of Raker. Raker's blocking him off.
That's 2. He's behind the arms, isn't he?
Well, he's going to get a stalemate. He's behind one.
Oh, he was only behind the one. I got you.
And Raker had his left leg trapped. So he blocked Cale Meyer off from that 2-point reversal. 1:14 left in period number 3. What a match this is. One of our featured matches here. Here comes a claw ride by the senior from Beckman Catholic. Here comes an outside stand-up by Meyer. Meyer to his feet. Raker adding a lot of forward pressure. Knee slide by Meyer. Short sit by Meyer. Raker now falling behind. Another stand-up by the freshman. Freshman's going to split his hands. Raker's going to drop in on a double. He's got Cale Meyer sitting to his backside. And Raker climbs the body and covers him up. 45 seconds. Good flurry by both wrestlers. Good stand-up by Meyer. Good counter by Raker. Raker now up on top, riding tough. Meyer back down on all fours. Here comes the claw ride by Raker. Might see a stalling call against Jake Raker here, Jamie, as Cale Meyer is doing everything he can underneath. 26 seconds left. He's got the hand split. We're going to get stalling right there against Raker. Raker on top, hanging on to the ankle of Cale Meyer, 23 seconds. Meyer's going to need 2 to tie this thing up. 1 and a takedown to win it. There's a stand-up by Meyer. Has a whizzer. Raker's going to drop right back in on that single. Hard whizzer on the right side by Cale Meyer. 12 seconds left to go. Raker's going to hang on to that leg, and that's where he's going to wrestle most of that period. And this thing, we're going to get a stalemate with 3.5 seconds left. But
pretty good match.
That's a real good match. One of our featured matches right there. You know, the freshman from West Delaware is not far off. If Jake Raker's ranked 5th, Jamie, the freshman's not far away.
No,
42.
It's really not. And that's a great match. It's going to be a 4-2 win by Jake Raker. It's going to cut West Delaware's lead in half. It'll be 6-3 now in favor of the Hawks. So we move up to 152. It's going to be Mitchell Mangold for the Hawks, and it's going to be Riley Fangman for Beckman.
Well, we may see that match at the Walmack again, Jamie, and you know, both coaches do a good job of taking notes, and that's going to be a good match again. Nice job by both wrestlers. Here comes Mitchell Mangold in a single with his head to the outside. He's going to try to back trip, and he does. He back trips Fangman. He's going to cover his hips up very quickly for a 2-point takedown. Steps in and turks the leg of Fangman. He's got the right leg of Fangman turned, and he goes to crossface far shoulder, crossface from the left side to the right shoulder, and he's got Riley Fangman on his back. He's picking up some near fall points right now. He's going to try to readjust himself. Mitch Mangold is going to try to readjust himself and get the fall. There's the fall in 38 seconds by the junior, ranked number 3 in Class 2A and wrestling like it. He's going to win by a fall. So 152 will go to the West Delaware Hawks as they are up now 12-3. And we will see this match here, Jamie. We will see Voss and Hageman go at it. Again, freshman, senior. Freshman, senior. I'll tell you what, these are 2 peas in a pod. Very tall, lanky wrestlers at 160. There's a sweep single by Hageman, and he's going to back trip Jared Voss and pick up a 2-point takedown. And I'll tell you what, Luke Hageman is very tough on top. I tell you, talk about a leech. He gets that leg in, and there's a switch attempt by Jared Voss. He almost picks up the 2. Hageman has to pull him off the edge of the mat to keep from giving the 2 points up. So we'll get a reset in the middle of the mat. Hageman will ride the left side of Voss. Voss will try an outside stand-up. Hageman will chop and return. Now a chicken wing by the senior from Beckman Catholic. Has the freshman's right shoulder posted. Jared Voss going to his back, giving up some back points. Hageman is going to try to readjust and get his chest back. Right now he's got his belly button on the left shoulder of the freshman. Now he slaps a deep half Nelson in. Jared Voss going to his back. Might be a fall for the senior from Beckman Catholic as Voss trying to go to a high bridge, but that half Nelson by Hageman is in deep, and there's the fall of 106. So Luke Hageman, the number 4 ranked wrestler in 2A, wrestling like it. He's going to win by a fall. That's going to close the gap here at 12-9. West Delaware still in the lead via 2 falls. We're going to weight class 170, where we'll see Jack Newhouse take on Evan Wolfcool, the sophomore. 2 good sophomores going to go at it right here. Jack Newhouse wrestling very well as of late, the second half of the season. Well, actually the first half too, having a great first half and then keeping the momentum up over Christmas vacation and then coming into the second half of the season here, wrestling very, very well.
And he had a 4th place finish at the Jefferson tournament on Saturday, a very tough tournament. So really wrestling, like you said, wrestling well all season and continuing, that good first half and right into the second half. And, you got to start picking it up here. We mentioned earlier, you want to be really at the top of your game here and at the top of your skills here
this time of year, because you got your tournament this weekend and one more dual meet before you head into the conference meet. So really got to be wrestling well here at this time of the year.
Yeah, here's where you're just revving your engines. You're going to practice every day, and you're working short, you're working hard, you're picking up the intensity. You're picking out a couple of things to work on and make yourself better as you get ready for these final 4.5 weeks of the season. You just can't think about where you think 4.5 weeks. That's unbelievable. There's a duck under. There's a duck under by Evan Wolfcool, and he dropped in on a single. But Jack Newhouse quickly with the whizzer, and Wolfcool is going to go to the head of Newhouse, and Newhouse is going to show some flexibility and some strength to fight out of the single as Wolfcool tried to slap a drive cradle on Newhouse. Hit a really nice sweep, really nice duck under to the right side of Newhouse, and Newhouse showed some cat-quick reflexes there and some strength and flexibility to fight out of that. 8 seconds left. We will go to second period. We will go to period number 2. There's Newhouse with a single, trying to score here with short time. And Wolfcool fights out of a good flurry by both wrestlers to end the first period. Wolfcool's choice is going to defer over to Newhouse, and Newhouse will choose down. Jamie, one thing, we can congratulate Mitchell Mangle on win number 99.
There you go. Yeah, we had Harrison Goebel get win number 100 earlier in the year, or 2 weeks ago at that Benton Community Tournament. Now, in a way here, going into Saturday at Louisa Muscatine.
Beautiful long switch by Jack Newhouse, and I tell you what, he got his hips out, and once he got his hips out, he put some torque on those hips, side the left thigh of Wolfcool, and picked up the 2. He pulled himself around. Now he's working on an inside wrist. He lost the wrist. Wolfcool is going to snag his left leg, and now Newhouse will have to go back behind. Newhouse gets high riding. Wolfcool is going to turn, sit out face, and now stand up. And Newhouse is going to have to cut him loose here. Cut him loose instead of giving up 2. There's Newhouse with a 2-on-1 Russian tie, trying to drag Wolfcool by, and Wolfcool's going to square him up, face him up with 104 and counting. Again, our dual meet score here is 12-9. West Delaware beating Anamosa 75-6 in our second duel. Newhouse relaxing a little bit. You heard the whistle from the JV mat. There's a high crotch by Wolfcool. He's going to cut the corner on Newhouse and pick up 2 and go up 3-2 with 43 seconds left. And now here comes a cross body ride by Wolfcool on the right side of Newhouse. And Newhouse is going to sag on Wolfcool. Wolfcool is going to drop his hips off to the side. Newhouse now trying to tripod, trying to get up and shake Wolfcool off. Wolfcool's trying to put the double leg in. He's got a power half Nelson in on the left side of Jack Newhouse. And Newhouse is trying to shake him down. Wolfcool in not very good position right here with 16 seconds left. Newhouse trying to shake him off and trying to pick up 2. He's going to pick up 2 here in short time. Now he's got Wolfcool going to his back. It's going to be a 4-3 lead going into period number 3 for the sophomore from West Delaware, Jack Newhouse. That's a good time, Jamie. We talked about how important it is to score with short time.
Well, it is, and that's we talked about it Saturday, especially at that Jefferson Invitational, like you said, how important you catch guys kind of relaxing. In that case, Newhouse looked like he caught Wolfcool a little bit relaxing near the end of that period, and really was able to take advantage of it and get that reversal to take a lead going into the third period. And it's going to be Wolfcool's choice to start the third. So if you're Jack Newhouse here, you got to be try to stop that first move. If you're Wolfcool, you've got to start right off the bat and explode out from underneath. So they're going to head to the blood corner. We'll take a short time out. Come right back. You're listening to High School Wrestling from KMCH Sports.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Angela Weinkoff with Russell & Russell Insurance in Anamosa wishes all area athletes and coaches continued success. Just like the coaching staff, Russell & Russell Insurance can come up with an insurance plan that's right for you. Russell & Russell Insurance, Anamosa.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium. Evan Wolfkuhl chooses down to start the third period. Jack Newhouse riding the left side. Hawks lead 12-9 here at 170 pounds. After 4 matches, West Delaware with a 3-point lead.
Well, Evan Wolfkuhl, a very short, stocky, strong, muscular wrestler for the Beckman Catholic Blazers. And Coach Boss out of his chair saying, hey, chop that arm and drive him forward, get him off his base. Newhouse going to that claw ride, and that's letting Wolfkuhl come with that outside stand-up. Now a spiral ride attempt by Newhouse. He's still on the left side of Wolfkuhl. Wolfkuhl up into a tripod stand-up. Now a Granby roll attempt by Wolfkuhl, and Newhouse follows him through, and now Wolfkuhl finds himself belly down in the center of the mat, and Newhouse trying to roll an inside wrist on the left side, trying to stack up Wolfkuhl. He's going to try to stack him up and drive him forward. Boy, had the hips of Wolfkuhl up off the mat, trying to step through and turk that right leg. Newhouse showing some strength there. Not scored any points. High leg over attempt by Wolfkuhl, and Newhouse bumps him with his hip and then covers him right back up. 45 seconds left to go. After Jack Newhouse, you got to ride tough here. Look for an opportunity. And we're going to get a stalling on. No, we're not. We're going to get some blood again as Newhouse. I believe he's got a mat burn over his right eye, and that has opened up. And that is tough, Jamie. That's a location that where Jack Newhouse is bleeding. That's a location where if you're grinding and riding, that's going to take a lot of pressure.
Well, it is, and you break it open once and you're going to probably have it there the entire season, and we're seeing that here as Newhouse over to the blood corner, right on that. It's on his forehead, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on right his eyebrow.
One of those spots that makes it tough. You're going to probably head to the blood corner a few more times here in the next couple weeks. So we're back to action here. 38 seconds left. Again, Newhouse with that 4-3 lead. And quickly again, Wolfkuhl right up to his feet.
And a nice front trip by Newhouse. 31 seconds now. Here's that situation, Jamie. For Jack Newhouse, you don't want to give up 2. If anything, you got to give up 1 here. You don't want to give up 2 with 24 seconds left. But if you're Evan Wolfkuhl, an opportunity to hit a switch here and take the lead. We're going to get a caution against Newhouse. Cool. Got an opportunity to hit a switch and score a 2-point reversal here. There's a short sit now, stand up by Wolfkuhl, lift and return by Newhouse. Wolfkuhl back to his feet. There's going to be a 1-point escape by Wolfkuhl. We'll tie it up with 10 seconds. Long shot by Wolfkuhl. Newhouse. Oh, there's a bad shot by Newhouse. Wolfkuhl cuts the corner on Newhouse, and he's going to pick up the upset here, 6-4. There's the match that the Blazers needed, Jamie. We talked about those toss-up matches. Evan Wolfkuhl for the Beckman Catholic Blazers get this job done, and this thing is tied up 12-12.
Yeah, and that's I think we're going to see Ben Petlin. See Ben Petlin take the mat for the Hawks at 182, taking on Owen Grover. So the Hawks, it appears they may move Jordan Brees up to wrestle at 195. We'll see if they move Harrison Goebel up to wrestle at 220, and then Ridenauer up to heavyweight. So underway here, Ben Petlin from West Delaware taking on Owen Grover from Beckman. Grover ranked number 9 in the state in Class 2A.
So a big job here for, and there's a 2-point takedown right there, Jamie, by Grover. He came right out to work and got in on a double leg and sit Ben Petlin right to his backside and picked up the quick 2. Now he's got a butcher on Petlin, and he's got Petlin going to his back. This could put the Blazers in the lead. As Grover's got a Grover's got a butcher on, and he's trying to get his chest back up on top. Petlin's going to roll through. Now a reverse half Nelson. As he rolls through, he doesn't clear his right arm, and Grover ends up with a reverse half Nelson. Now Petlin tries the high bridge, and as he does, Grover's going to catch the left arm and now tee out. He's got Petlin on his back. Petlin right back into a high bridge. Now another reverse half Nelson on the right side by Owen Grover as he's looking to put the Blazers in the lead now with a fall. A fall would give the Blazers an 18-12 lead. Petlin now trying to work off his back with 42 seconds left to go, but you've got the number 9 junior on top of you and making this difficult for Ben Petlin right now. Petlin doing a great job fighting back and forth, showing a lot of heart and courage not to give up the fall here. 24 seconds as Grover, there's the fall in 138. Owen Grover finally readjusts himself and gets the fall. Gets the fall here, so that's going to put the Blazers up. That's going to put the Blazers up by a score of 18-12. And Coach Voss, Jamie, as you said, is going to roll the dice here, and he's going to move Jordan Brees up to 195, and he's going to take on Austin Koopman. It's going to be a tough match for Jordan Brees here. Then we started this dual meet at 138. We'll finish with Ryan Phillips at 132. The Blazers have quieted the orange and black faithful with a fall at 182, and that's giving them the lead. The Blazers now with 3 falls, Jamie, so they're getting the job done. 2 falls. So they're getting the job done. There's a double leg takedown attempt by Jordan Brees. Right back to the middle of the mat as they went off the edge, right back to the middle of the mat. There's an underhook by Brees to the right side of Koopman. And Koopman doing a nice job. Koopman with the size advantage on Brees here. But again, Jordan Brees, I'm sure their group of 3 in the wrestling room would be Harrison Goebel and Ben Ridenauer. So there's a nice fireman's high crotch by Brees. He's going to have to cut across to a double. As Koopman's going to sit him on his backside, Brees is going to adjust and pick up a 2-point takedown. Koopman tried to roll him through and lock up a drive cradle off that. And Jordan Brees showing some balance there, and he flattened out so Koopman could not roll him through. So he picked up the 2-point takedown. Brees now up on top, working a cross face from right to left, trying to set up that cross face cradle, that death cradle that he does so well with that iron grip of his, trying to turn Koopman over with it, but Koopman having nothing to do with it. Now a stand-up by Koopman. Brees is going to drop in on a double and drive Koopman off the edge of the mat, so we will go back to the center with 21.2 left in period number 1. So Koopman set. Looks like Brees will ride the right side to start. If he pops over to the left side, he does not. He goes to deep waist, far ankle. Now he's got Koopman sitting on his right hip. Now chest down is Koopman with 11 seconds left. And Brees up on top, riding tough. Up on his toes, making Koopman carrying all of his weight. Koopman doing a nice job not letting Brees lock up that cross-face cradle. Second period is Koopman's choice. He's going to defer over to Brees, and Jordan Brees will go down.
See how Brees does here. You know that first takedown that he had. You thought he might drive across, but he kind of dumped. He had the far leg, and he kind of dumped towards the near leg, which, lucky for him, he was able to get the takedown. So we'll see if he does here. And Koopman doing a good job riding tough on top, stopping that first move by Jordan Brees, breaking him back down.
Yeah, that's where Jordan Brees really has to work some hand control underneath. Koopman doing a good job tying up the right wrist, trying to set up a ball and chain of his own. He's got the right arm of Jordan Brees tied up between his legs. Now he's trying to set up a half Nelson on the left or chicken wing on the left. Jordan Brees is going to have to do a good job getting that hand back as Koopman's trying to set up a tilt. Jordan Brees up now 2-0. Brees up now 2-0, trying to get that right arm back. Koopman up on top being physical with that ball and chain. Now a tilt attempt by Koopman as he's got Brees on his back. He's going to pick up a 2-point near fall with it. Now Brees gets up, reaches back. Koopman's going to trap his right arm. And now he's got Jordan Brees for 2 more. Got him for 2 and 2. Now he's got Jordan Brees' right arm. He's got a butcher set up. He's got Jordan Brees on his back. This would be huge for the Beckman Blazers as Brees is going to have to high bridge and roll through. There's a 3-point near fall for Koopman. It's 5-2 now with 40 seconds left to go in period number 2.
Great job there by Koopman. Again, going from move to move. I'm surprised he only got the 1 set of near fall as he switched over. It looked to me like he switched over to a different move because at first Brees reached back and he dove in and just kind of basically grabbed that far shoulder and tilted him for 2. Thought maybe he'd get it there, but then he quickly switched to that butcher. Surprised he only got, it's fortunate for Jordan Brees that he only gave him that 3-point near fall instead of 2 and 3.
Well, Brees up on all fours now. He's going to pick up a 1-point escape, maybe a 2-point reversal. There's a 2-point reversal, 5-4 now with 3 seconds left to go in period number 2. So we'll go to period number 3 with Austin Koopman up by 4. He had that tilt, and then he went to a butcher. So you're right, Jamie. It could have easily been 5 points. So if you're Jordan Brees, maybe you're thinking about cutting Koopman loose and going neutral. We'll see what happens. Brees now has Koopman belly down. Hard breakdown by Brees. Koopman belly down in the center of the map. Brees up on top. He threw a hard crossface from right to left, trying to set up that cradle. And Koopman doing a good job with hand control. Now Koopman up on all fours. Now trying to go to a tripod stand-up. He's going to kick the leg free. Koopman up. Let's see if he splits the hands of Brees. There's a 1-point escape by Koopman. It's now 6-4. 127 and counting. West Delaware playing their cards here, moving the 182-pounder Brees up to wrestle the 195. There's a 2-point takedown by Brees. Let's see if he cuts Koopman.
I would do it again.
Coach Voss up out of his chair right now. And I think you're right, Jamie. I would cut him loose. Koopman showed a little bit of fatigue in that first match against Anamosa. It's 6-6 right now. I think with a minute to go, you might consider cutting him loose. Coach Voss up out of his chair now saying cut him. He's got an inside wrist, trying to roll the inside wrist out. Now he's going to come around to the outside. He's going to cut Koopman loose. He's got to push him free right there. There's a 1-point escape by Koopman. Brees drops in on a double. Let's see if he picks up the 2. There's a 2-point takedown. Now he traps the left arm of Koopman. He's now up 8-7, 38 seconds left to go. Now you're going to ride him out here, Jamie. If you get in trouble, you cut him loose and go into overtime.
Yep. And like you said, you saw the fatigue in that first match. You're seeing it here, too, as Jordan Brees didn't take a very good shot, and he was able to still use his strength to pull in that leg of Koopman. And I think Koopman, I think he's tired right now, and it's showing here.
Well, there's 11 seconds left, and Jordan Brees trying to hang on to this come from behind. He's riding tough. Koopman gets up on all fours with 4 seconds left. Koopman in a short sit. That's going to do it right there. Jordan Brees is going to hang on for an 8-7 win here. Eight to seven, hard fought. A lot of courage, a lot of heart by Jordan Brees. 8-7 win over a very good Austin Koopman. And now we're going to go up to weight class 220. And Harrison Goebel, first time we've seen him on the map for a week and a half. He's going to take on Spencer Schlarman, one of the 4 seniors that are in the Beckman Catholic lineup.
And this will be Harrison's first match of the night, as took a forfeit in that first duel against Anamosa. Schlarman bumped up and wrestled heavyweight in that first duel against Anamosa, but staying here and wrestling at 220 here in this dual meet against Harrison Goebel in West Delaware.
I'm telling you what, Schlarman is heavy-waisted, heavy-hipped. You know, he's got some power below his waist here, Jamie, so Harrison Goebel will have to be very crafty wrestling. It's much larger Spencer Schlarman. You know, when you're giving up 25 pounds, you got to be very crafty here and not let your opponent up on top. If you're Spencer Schlarman, Jamie, you want Harrison Goebel to carry all your weight here.
You do, and Harrison, you can see early on trying trying to throw by attempt. Now he's going to dive in on the leg of Schlarman, and I think you can see the weight right there, just like you talked about. He put all that weight down on that front headlock, and Goebel wasn't able to come up with the takedown.
Now hard underhook by Schlarman on the left side of Goebel. He's got Goebel. Yeah, he's got Goebel up out of position. Goebel's going to have to work to get his head back on that side. He does, and he gets his arm free. There's a slide by attempt by Goebel. He's going to get the corner this time. He's behind Schlarman. Let's see if he can lift Schlarman up and take him to the mat. He does, and there's a 2-point takedown by the senior from West Delaware over the senior from Beckman Catholic. So Goebel moving from 195. Grease up from 82 to 95. Goebel up from 95 to 220. And we'll probably see Ben Ridenauer at 285. Take on, he'll get a 4-foot there as Beckman shows an open weight. All right, 23 seconds left to go. Schlarman all fours go, working a hard crossface, trying to set cradle. I'm telling you, once again, Schlarman's showing a lot of strength in that in those legs. Goebel's going to use a hard, tight waist and a chop as the first period comes to an end to control Schlarman. Let's see, his choice is going to be Goebel's choice. He's going to defer over. He's going to choose down. Harrison Goebel will choose down to start the second period. Thought he might defer over to Schlarman. He's going to choose down and maybe look for an opportunity to build that lead. There's a high leg over by Goebel. Oh, that was sweet. Wasn't that sweet?
That's pretty smooth. That's pretty smooth for Goebel there. You know, kind of going with the technique of a 220-pounder there. Just kind of that got Schlarman a little bit on his hip. Locked up, or stepped over. Now he's got his famous cross-face cradle locked up.
There's the fall right there. 223. Harrison Goebel will win by a fall in 223. And that'll put the Hawks back up 21 to 18. Ben Ridenauer now will take a 4-foot at 285. We won't see Carson Petland in the lineup. Ben Ridenauer will take the 4-foot. So that's going to put the Hawks up 27 to 18 going into weight class 106. So Luke Farmer will now take on Daniel Kobush. Sophomore Farmer taking on the freshman Kobush. The Beckman Catholic Blazers have 3 freshmen in a row right here with Kobush, Mason Raker, and Nick Hageman. So underway, the Hawks take the lead back. Harrison Goebel with the fall, Ben Ridenauer with a 4-foot. And now we're down to weight class 106, and we're going to work our way up to weight class 132. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weights to go. It's anybody's ball game still here. 27 to 18. West Delaware taking the lead back. Again, this win will give the West Delaware Hawks, if they win this duel, that will give the West Delaware Hawks the Walmack East Championship outright for the first time since 2013. So a lot of motivation for Coach Voss and company here to win this duel, especially when you're at home, Jamie. Your last home duel.
And it's senior night here, so yeah, you're right. It's one of those, you want to win here and get that title right here in front of your home fans.
All right, off the edge of the mat they go as a double collar tie by both wrestlers. A lot of pushing and shoving here. Luke Farmer's got a very good single leg. I'm surprised he hasn't pulled the trigger as Kobush is leading with that right leg. Kobush very physical, very well put together freshman at 106 pounds. Farmer now with the hard collar try, trying to control the right elbow of Kobush. Kobush now will back out. Farmer leading with his left leg. Now he switches over. Both wrestlers in a staggered stance, leading with their right legs. Kobush, a lot of forward pressure. Farmer's going to drop in and hit Kobush with a fireman's carry. Going to pull his hand out and trap Kobush on his back. He's picking up some back points. Going to be a 5-point move for the sophomore from West Delaware. He's going to hold that arm. Let's see if he can climb the body. There's a half Nelson by Luke Farmer. He's got Kobush on his back. Could be a pin here with 19 seconds left. He's got to kick his legs free, maybe tee out. Kobush is going to try to roll through. Farmer's going to go to a headlock finish and try to take the freshman to his back. The freshman goes chest down. seconds left. The freshman might pull his head out. And score 2. He does not, but that's going to be a 3-point near fall for Luke Farmer. He goes up 5-0.
There's Tristan Volker of West Delaware, the senior, celebrating senior night. 2 pins on the night for Tristan Volker as he goes 2-0 here tonight on senior night.
Well, he gets a high five from Coach Phillips and Coach Litter, and we'll get an opportunity to talk to Tristan here after a while, Jamie.
And now we're going to go varsity on both mats. At 1:13, it'll be Evan Woods for the Hawks, as he'll be taking on Mason Raker from Beckman.
Luke Farmer, as we get started, he's got a tilt. He's got Kobush in a tilt. He's got the left arm trapped around his waist, and he hit him with a 2-point tilt. Now he's going to try to lift that right leg and step through a Turk. And Kobush is going to play the possum and not let Farmer get underneath that leg. He's going to cover up.
So sophomore Evan Woods taking on the freshman Mason Raker. We're just underway here at 113 pounds.
Luke Farmer with the ball and chain. He's got the left arm of Kobush trapped underneath.
Over here, a 2-point takedown by Evan Woods as he's looking to turn Raker right to his back, but Raker does a good job of fighting off the pinning combination by Evan Woods.
There's Luke Farmer. There's the fall. A ball and chain chicken wing with the fall, and 3:51.
2:51.
2:51. Luke Farmer will win by a fall. That's a good way to get her done there. You know, Luke Farmer just needed that takedown, Jamie, to get a little confidence. And once he got on top, he was able to get his offense going, and he put Kobush away.
He did, and now over on that first mat, it's going to be Riley Dolan of West Delaware taking on Nick Hageman of Beckman.
Another freshman against freshman. Now, these two may have wrestled last year as middle schoolers. Don't know for sure, but could be a rematch. Dolan and Hageman. Woods and Raker going at it. Woods still on top, 2-0. Nice stand-up by Raker. Woods is going to drop in on a single. Going to have to cut across the double. He's going to back trip Raker and cover his hips up. Nice job there by the sophomore from West Delaware with 30 seconds left to go. I mean, sometimes you look at Riley Dolan and Stavely Mowry look like brothers.
Sometimes when they come out, I have to kind of wait to see which one of it is that's coming out. But, yeah, both, you know, especially the way they wrestle, they've both done really well early on in the season for the Hawks, and they've been fun to watch. As the first period comes to an end over here, it's going to be a 2-0 Evan Woods lead over Mason Raker here at 113 pounds. Again, the Hawks lead this dual meet 33-18. Just 4 matches left to go.
All right, off the edge of the mat goes Dolan and Hageman. They'll come right back to the middle. There's a long shot, double shot. A couple of baby bulls right there, butted heads. There's a both shot. There's a tap and go by Dolan. A little bit too far away. Hageman's just going to take a couple steps back and square off Dolan. Dolan now working a 2-on-1 Russian tie on the right arm of Hageman. Hageman's going to use some hand control and free that. Now a front headlock, a standing front headlock by Hageman. Dolan's going to have to back out and readjust as he does. 20 seconds left.
We're going to get potentially dangerous over here in the 113-pound match. 1:35 left to go, second period. Evan Woods chooses down to start the second period with a 2-0 lead.
6 seconds left on mat number 1, the orange mat. It's going to go into the second period, 0-0.
As Woods up to his feet, Mason Raker is going to grab the left leg of Evan Woods. Woods trying to put that foot back down on the mat as Raker's going to try to elevate Woods, and Woods is going to get his leg down. He's going to pick up a 1-point escape. He goes up 3-0 here. Here, just over a minute left to go in period number 2 as they go out of bounds here. Again, a 3-0 lead here for Evan Woods.
And over on the orange mat, it's Hageman starting the second period with a 1-point escape. And now he dropped in on a single. He's going to cut across to a double. He's going to pick up a 2-point takedown on Riley Dolan. So the freshman, Nick Hageman, will pick up a 2-point takedown and go up 3-0. with 127 left to go. Now he's up on top riding a 2-on-1. He's got the right arm of Riley Dolan trapped underneath with a 2-on-1. Now he's going to drop behind and pick up a far ankle and try to drive Dolan forward. Dolan does a nice job applying a lot of back pressure. And now he's going to go to a stand-up. He's going to try to cut the hands. He's got good hand control. He's going to try to split the hands of Hageman. Hageman might get one for stalling. Hageman's going to try to drive Dolan off. Does a nice job. There's going to be stalling against Hageman. Nice job by Dolan to stay on his feet.
A long shot over here by Mason Raker. Evan Woods counters and goes around and picks up a 2-point takedown as our second period comes to an end. It's going to be 5-0 lead for Evan Woods. It'll be Raker's choice to start period number 3, but it's a 5-0 lead as the period comes to an end. And Raker, Mason Raker will choose down underneath of Evan Woods here, trailing 5-0. Hawks lead the dual meet 33-18.
And to his feet comes Dolan in a hard chop, tight waist. It's Hageman, and he drives Dolan back down to the mat. Now he's got a high thigh ride. He's got a figure 4 on the left leg of Ronnie Dolan, and that is a booger to get out of, as your hip can't get back down to the mat. And with the 30 seconds left to go, the referee looking close. Might be a stalemate right here, or it could be stalling against Hageman. Hageman now is going to kick that leg. He's still got the high thigh ride in, trying to Turk. Dolan doing a nice job trying to scissor his legs and getting his hips back down to the mat. 13 seconds left.
As Evan Woods doing a good job riding on top of Mason Raker here. Raker trying to get out front and grab the right leg of Evan Woods, while Evan Woods is trying to lock up a cradle out of that. Now he gets his hips down. He's going to lose the grip. Opportunity for Mason Raker here to try to come out, and they're going to go out of bounds. With 1:05 left to go in this third period, and Evan Woods leading 5-0.
Ronnie Dolan down 3-0, and he's going to choose neutral to start period number 3. So he's got a lot of work. He's got a couple of takedowns. He's going to have to get a couple of takedowns or takedown and some near falls to get back into this thing. As the freshman from Beckman Catholic, Nick Hageman, going on the defense right now is Riley Dolan. Riley Dolan trying to tie up his right arm with an overhook, maybe looking for a fireman's carry. Hageman now is going to drop in on a single, and Dolan's going to try to crowd him. Now a neck wrench by Dolan. He's going to try to high leg over with the neck wrench, and Hageman's going to shake him off and cover up the hips of Dolan for a 2-point takedown, a defensive takedown by Hageman. So Hageman now up 5-0, so some work to be done by Riley Dolan.
Still 5-0 over here in favor of Evan Woods, as there's just 15 seconds left to go in this match. Woods doing a good job riding out Mason Raker this entire third period so far. And now Woods, it looks like he's going to hold on. He's going to win this match 5-0. And the Hawks will take a 36-18 lead over the Blazers here with just 3 matches left to go.
Nice stand-up by Riley Dolan. He's trying to split the hands. That's got to be stalling against Hageman, Jamie. 1 point for Riley Dolan, and Hageman's going to cut him loose. 5-2 now is the score. There's a nice single shot by Dolan. A hard whizzer by Hageman. Hageman now counters. He drops in on a double, and Dolan's going to have to cover up. It's 7-2 now, 50 seconds left to go in the third period.
So over here we're going to have Stavely Mowry for West Delaware taking on Michael Rolling of Beckman. Both of these two wrestlers losing to Morgan Raleigh of Anamosa in their first duel. So interesting matchup here between Mowry and Rolling.
Rolling the junior. Again, a lot of freshmen for West Delaware wrestling some upperclassmen here. On the orange mat with 20 seconds left to go, it's freshman against freshman. Nick Hageman getting the best of Riley Dolan, 7-2 right now. And it looks like that's how it's going to end.
But with Dolan just giving up a simple decision there, he's going to lose that match 7-2. But with that, the Blazers now cannot come back and win this duel. They're down 15 points with just 2 matches left. So it could end up still being a really close duel here by the end, but got to give the Blazers a lot of credit here coming out and wrestling tough against the Hawks here in this dual meet. Hawks will win the duel
But a great job by Beckman here tonight, and we're going to have our last featured match of the night, as it's going to be Ryan Phillips of West Delaware. He's going to be taking on Grant Hager of Beckman here in this final, as we have our final two matches up on the mat right now. Mowry of West Delaware, Michael Rolling of Beckman, still scoreless here on the mat to our right, and on the mat to the left, it'll be Ryan Phillips and Grant Hager.
Well, that's going to be a huge match, Jamie.
It's a nice shot there by Ryan Phillips as he dives in and picks up a quick takedown on Hager. Now he's going to go chicken wing on the right, half Nelson on the left of Hager. Now trying to flatten Hager out. He's going to go to that half Nelson, try to get a tilt out of it. Hager's going to come around roll through that half Nelson by Phillips, and he's going to get 1 point escape for sure. They're on the edge of the mat. Phillips trying to come out, and it's going to be a stalemate, but we're going to have a 1 point escape for Grant Hager. So a great scramble by these two there.
A little impatience there, Jamie, by Ryan Phillips as he got that half Nelson, and he's just going to have to take Grant Hager driving forward and let the chest of Hager come up, and that's how he scored the 1 point. We're going to start the second period. We got Goose Eggs up on the board at 126. Stavely Mowry taking on Michael Rolling, and Mowry will go down to start period number 2 with Rolling up on top riding. Good hand control by Mowry. He's got hand control. He's going to pick up a 2 point reversal as Rolling got high riding. Now a chicken wing by Mowry on the right side of Rolling. Let's see if he can. We're going to try to lock up the double chicken wing. He's got an inside wrist looking at him. He's got a chicken wing on the right, trying to get a double chicken wing, trying to get that left arm locked up. He's got his forehead pasted between the shoulder blades of Rolling. Now he's going to try to lock up that double chicken wing. Stavely Mowry's got the double chicken wing locked up. Let's see if he can circle. He's got Rolling on his back in a double chicken wing. Got to get his inside hip down. Rolling trying to bridge out of it. 107 left and counting.
And over here, it's Grant Hager with a single leg in on Ryan Phillips trying to finish. Phillips is going to try to grab a whizzer in. They're on the edge of the mat. 5 seconds left to go first period. And Phillips could come around the backside and pick up 2. And he will. It's going to be a 2 point takedown for Ryan Phillips as time expires in the first period. Scramble situation. Phillips fought off a single leg by Hager. And at the last second, they were on the edge of the mat, and that's a situation. It looked like Hager thought they were going to go into the second period 2-1. He relaxed for just a second. Phillips spun around and picked up the 2 point takedown as time expired, and Ryan Phillips leads it 4-1 here as we start the second period. It's going to be Hager's choice. He's going to choose down to start the second.
And Stavely Mowry with a double chicken wing could not get the fall with it, but he's got a single wing now. He's got a single wing now, and he's got Rolling going to his back one more time. He's picking up some back points. Might get the fall this time. He's got a tee out. He's got his belly button on the chest. There's the fall. There's the fall in 3:45. Jamie Vasky. Stavely Mowry will win by a fall. 3:45. I'll put the Hawks up. I'll give the Hawks 6 more.
There wasn't a takedown in that match, correct? Did they go second period 0-0?
Okay. Yep. There was a reversal and a double chicken wing by Mowry. All right, now 107 left to go. It's 4-2 in the second period. This is a couple of 2 crafty wrestlers here at weight class 132. Front headlock by Ryan Phillips. A short drag attempt by Hager to try to get out of that front headlock. Grant Hager, a fine junior, as is Ryan Phillips.
Nice throw by. He just got into that front headlock situation, did that little softball pitch. I think he caught Hager off guard with that again because, Hager got into the end, and I don't think he caught him off guard. He did it so quick that Hager didn't have time to react, and Phillips picks up another 2 point takedown, takes a 6-2 lead here with 32 seconds left to go in the second.
That was just, I think, more than anything, Jamie, Phillips did a nice job feeling the change of pressure and took advantage of it. The Hawks have doubled up the Blazers now 42-21. This is the last match of this duel, of one of our featured matches here at weight class 132. Yeah, 133 up on the board, Jamie, for our weight. I think we're wrestling college.
Yeah, I get an opportunity. I like giving Jeff Harris a hard time anytime I can. So we're going to try to get him here.
We'll see if he answers your call there. 10 seconds left to go. Grant Hager trying to pick up a 2 point reversal as Phillips gets high riding. Phillips now with a leg in. Hager in a tripod stand-up trying to shake Phillips off. And we're going to go to the third period with Phillips up 6-2. All right, Phillips' choice. We're going to go neutral. We're going to go neutral to settle this thing.
It is a weight in college.
Yeah. So maybe he's just thinking ahead. 148 and counting, neutral position, Hager and Phillips. Phillips and Hager. There's a 2-on-1 Russian tie by Hager. He's going to throw it up in the air and try to drop in on a single. Cat quick reflexes by Phillips as he drops that left leg back. And now a sweep single attempt by Phillips. Nice reflexes by Hager. He's shows some quickness also as he fights, as he shakes Phillips away from that single leg. 124 and counting, third period. Phillips up 6-2. This is one of those featured matches against a couple of very, very salty juniors in the WAMAC. Long shot again by Hager. Nice down block by Phillips. Front headlock by Phillips. And he tries a knee block. Tries to block that far knee and drive Hager over it. Hager had nothing to do with it as he's back up on both feet, controlling that left arm with the Russian tie, controlling Phillips' left arm with the tie. Phillips now goes to an underhook on the right side of Hager, trying to get Hager out of position. Very methodical match here by both wrestlers. Phillips taking advantage of a couple of miscues. There's a sweep single attempt by Phillips, is in deep. There's a back trip. Now there's two right there as Phillips got in on that single. Faked one way, went the other way, got in on that single, and then Hager tried to look for the edge, and Ryan Phillips with a quick back trip, and he picked up the 2-point takedown.
Yeah, great job there by Ryan Phillips. You know, the fourth takedown of the match is now we get the weight to 132. I think Jeff put his head down, and he doesn't like it when I catch him on that, but it's kind of a little game we play. He caught me earlier during the year on a call where I was on commercial break during a big play of a football game. So him and I we've been going back and forth this year. So opportunity for me there to catch him and get a little plug in for him on the air here tonight. But I tell you what, a great night here tonight for all these teams. You know, and really, you know, Beckman. There was a couple of those toss-up matches in here that you didn't know, and it was similar to that Western Dubuque duel earlier in the year, where some of those toss-up matches could go either way. And in the case of tonight, the Hawks have gotten some of those toss-up matches and won some of those toss-up matches, and that's why they've got this 42-21 lead here, and looking to add on here with Ryan Phillips trying to ride out this final 20 seconds.
Yeah, 8-2 by Phillips, but Hager still wrestling, showing some heart, some courage. A short sit by Hager, a snapback attempt by Phillips. Phillips gets high riding. Hager might try to shake Phillips off again and pick up a 2. Phillips is going to scoop that ankle. Now Hager's going to try to high leg over. A 1-point escape by Hager, making it 8-3 with 3 seconds left. Hager's now going to try to attack Phillips, and that's going to do it. Solid match by Ryan Phillips for an 8-3 win. And the Hawks are going to claim this duel by a score of 45-21. And let's take another break. Jamie will put the facts and figures together for you. And we're going to try to round up some of the seniors. We'll get them up here for some words. We'll get Coach Voss up here. Not Coach Voss. Okay, we'll get the seniors up here tonight. And we'll try to end this thing on the right way. So let's take a short break. And we'll be right back with Jamie Vasky and his recap. You've been listening to WAMAC Action from the Cedar Gymnasium on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
This is Jamie Vasky, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbors Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbors Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Fawn Creek Homes is family-owned and operated with locations in Anamosa, Makokata, Wilton, and Olwine. They sell manufactured and modular homes and can deliver to your location or set up at one of their parks, or you can design your own. Fawn Creek Homes, they want to take you home.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium here. Jamie Vaskey back along with you. And Hawks defeat Beckman tonight 45-21. They took down Anamosa 75-6 in their first duel, and it is senior night here tonight. And Roger, one of your favorite parts of the year is getting to senior night and getting to talk to these young men. And opportunity again for you here tonight as we'll get these guys hooked up. And always a fun night to get a chance to talk to these guys.
Well, it is. You know, these guys have put a lot of heart, a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of everything into this program. And, you know, to stay with it for 4 years, they've done a super fantastic job. And we always like to ask some key questions. And I know there's some people out there listening that, you know, maybe have the same questions that we have. And they want to know what these guys are going to do, and they want to know what these guys have learned as part of the program, and they just want to hear what these guys have got to say as seniors, a part of this fine wrestling program, part of the family now, Jamie, part of the wrestling family. As you end up being a senior, and you end up graduating, and you become a brother in the fraternity of wrestlers wearing the orange and black.
Absolutely. As our first victim? Do we call them victims? Well, you're not going to be that hard on
him. No, not going to.
As Tristan Polker joins us up here.
It's not like sitting in the dentist chair waiting to be drilled on, but we can make it that way if we wanted to, but we won't. So we're welcoming them into the broadcast. Very fine senior Tristan Volker. First of all, Tristan, thanks for joining us and being willing to spend just a few minutes with us here tonight.
Yep, no problem.
I would like to start out. You're a senior. You put the singlet on for the last time tonight, wrestling in the Seedorf gym. As you put that singlet on tonight, what was going through your mind?
Oh man, it was just crazy. You know, like it's just been it's been a long 4 years, and just putting that singlet on and getting in the wrestling room. But it was great. There's just a great energy in the room tonight, and it was awesome. We just went out and got a couple wins, and I just really felt it.
Well, you're in front of the orange and black faithful, a nice crowd here. And you scored 2 falls tonight, wrestling, and that's called going out in fashion. As you look back on your 4 years, what's something that you're going to take with you? What's something that you're going to remember for a lifetime as a part of this wrestling fraternity that you've been a member of?
My 2 biggest things are definitely family. These guys are all like brothers to me. Like no matter what happens, what we do, I've really grown close to these guys over the last 4 years. I'm gonna miss them all. And the second thing would definitely have to be hard work. I mean, there's some tough moments in this season and in this sport, and it's really taught me to just push through and give everything I got.
Well, Jamie and I have many times on our broadcast have called you one of the most unselfish wrestlers on this team. You've filled in wherever there's a weight that they need somebody to get into the lineup. It's been Tristan Volker. How does that make you feel when you're looking back on that? And as a senior, was that something that you came in saying, you know, that's what I'm going to do because I'm a senior?
Definitely. I mean, I knew maybe I wasn't going to get on the varsity lineup for sure, but I thought, you know what, I'm going I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up and just like ride through this. I'm just going to give it my all. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to do whatever I need to for this team because
and a couple big wins for you here tonight, and you know, having the crowd here. What is the wrestling? You know, Roger talked about the wrestling family and the crowd here tonight. A packed house. All those little kids sitting up here in the stands watching you. I know you had a little guy come up and tell you goodbye before they left. And what does that mean to do that in front of those kids and let them see, you know, you getting 2 pins out here tonight and seeing them and kind of sparking interest in them for wrestling?
I mean, it's so fun. It means a lot to me when I see someone in public come up to me that I recognize or don't and be like, oh, man, I love watching you. You're such a great example. Or like that little kid. I've got like little 7-year-old kids that just come up to me and they just start messing with me because they see me on the wrestling mat and they just love to talk to me, and I really enjoy that.
Well, as the seniors coming into this, and you know, seniors, coaches put a lot of pressure on you to be leaders. What's one of your favorite things to do in the room as part of being a senior leader on this team?
I'd say just getting everybody focused, because right before practice we'll all be laying around, and then when the boss says it's time to go, it's time to go. And I think a lot of respect comes being a senior. It's like, hey, let's get up and go. And everybody's just like, oh, it's time to go. And they just know.
I know you've been well appreciated. Well, let's talk about next year. You know, you're a senior. You're gonna graduate here in about 5 months or so. What's Tristan Volker going to do next year?
I'm planning on going to Wartburg right now. I'm going to do a singing audition. Hopefully, get some money to go sing in the choir there. I'd like to major in biology and then go on and be an optometrist, an eye doctor.
Well, that's an outstanding. You've got some high goals set there for you, but Tristan, your heart, your courage, your stamina, your leadership. Jamie and I have been watching you for 4 years. Again, we've appreciated what you've meant to this team, being able to fill in, being able to give your best, being able to sacrifice. And I know with those characteristics that you've got, those are going to carry you a long way. So we wish you the best. Thanks for being with us tonight, and you know, best wishes to you as you lead the program.
Awesome. And one of the best wrestlers to come up and step up and sing a national anthem too, right here.
Oh yes, yes indeed, yes indeed.
Thanks, bud. Congratulations. Good job.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tristan Volker, one of the fine seniors of this 2017-18 West Delaware squad. Stepping up to the mic next we'll have to look up Jamie. I'll drink of water himself. Harrison Goebel joining us. Harrison, first of all, thanks for spending a little bit of time.
Not anymore.
Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, you stepped on the mat in the Seedorf Gymnasium for the last time. What was going through your mind tonight when you were putting your singlet on, when you were going through your warm-ups? You knew this was going to be your last meet in this gymnasium. How'd you process that?
Well, I knew it was the last one, but the supporting fans really helped out. Seeing a lot of people out here supporting, so that's all. Just make it like another day, another duel, another tournament.
But it wasn't actually another duel. You had some pressure on you because you knew if you beat Beckman, West Delaware would be the outright WAMAC East champs. And as a senior, you're going to go out as a WAMAC team champ.
Yeah, freshman year started off, and that was one of the goals from my high school career, and we got it. So,
well, fine job, and I know Coach Voss puts a lot of pressure on you, moving you around, rolling the dice a little bit. You're giving up a little bit of weight in that Beckman Catholic duel, but you came out on top. Tell us how that made you feel going out on top here.
Try to overpower you. Technique always wins, no matter how strong they are.
Now you're coming off of a little bit of an injury. I think we always call you the elastic man because we always love how people kind of freak out when that shoulder of yours goes up and someone's trying to wrench it over, and people think it looks like you should be laying on the mat hurt. What is that? And then you just shake it off and you're fine. How are things feeling after that? You know, tough match in that semifinal at Bent Community. How's kind of your rehab process coming along here?
It's going good. Going back at practice, getting my reps back in, and long ways from the heart. I'll be all right.
That sounds like something my grandpa used to say. But another thing, milestone from that Bent Community tournament, you got your 100th win in the quarterfinals, I believe it was.
at Bent Community. What does that mean to you to really finish? You know, talked to Coach Voss about it last week on the Coach's Corner, but you know, he gets. Hey, you got a fan club over here, but how does it feel? You know, Coach Voss said to be in that top 100, to get that win 100 probably puts you in the top 20 of the program. What does that mean to you?
Means that hard work pays off, definitely. I mean, never expected to get 100 wins. It just kind of happens. Worked hard, and it just came to me. So.
Well, Harrison, as you look back on your career here at West Delaware, one or two things that are going to be the most memorable to you up until this point? I know you probably got some high goals. We'll ask you that question next. But as of this point right now, what are a couple of real memorable moments that you can share with our listeners out there?
One memorable moment would definitely be here at home, seeing all the fans crowded, and indie duels are always fun.
Well, those are things that the wrestling family here always look forward to. And now, talk to us about a week from this Saturday, you've got the WAMAC tournament coming up, and talk about what are some goals that you've got that yet to accomplish before the season is over.
Hopefully, get the WAMAC tournament as a team, win the tournament, and get a few champs out of it. So, yeah.
Personal goals yourself?
I'd like to win it.
There you go.
High goal, reachable.
There you go. How about farther away from that? Are you looking past that? Are you a guy that takes one meet at a time, one match at a time, and then you worry, you wait for those other ones to get to you before you start?
I like to take it one match at a time, just focus on one match. But I know what's ahead, but I just keep on focusing on the match ahead, and everything will come to you. Just work hard.
And, well, you're going to graduate here from West Delaware in about 4.5 months or so. What's Harrison's future plans?
Got a couple options, but one option is go to Iowa State and get Egg Systems Technology major. And the second option would be farm with my dad. So,
be an NFL punter, right?
Oh, yeah, that's always there, but no offers are coming in that I want. So.
Okay, all right. I remember that from the homecoming court.
Yeah.
You wanted to be a professional punter, so that's always something you can fall back on.
Yeah.
Well, with the feet he's got, Jamie, just making contact with the ball is going to do it. So there you go. Well, Harrison, thanks a million for spending a few minutes with you. We really appreciate it, and best wishes as you proceed. Jamie and I are your biggest fans here. We're going to follow along, except for your mom. I know your mom's a bigger fan than we are, but we appreciate the excitement that you bring to the mat and your leadership and all that good stuff that goes along with being a senior on the West Delaware wrestling team. So thanks a lot.
Yep, thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Harrison Goebel, the fine senior for West Delaware for the Hawks, wrestling in his last home dual meet tonight. Next up to the mic, we have senior 138-pounder Cole Engel. Very tense 12-10 match in his first duel, and then winning by a fall against Beckman Catholic. So, Cole, a very good night for you on senior night.
Yeah, it was good. I knew coming in who I had against Anamosa, and he beat me last year, but I knew I was capable of winning that match and let it fly, and worked out.
Well, that's going to go a long way to get you in position next Saturday at the WAMAC. Before we talk about that, talk about a couple things. You've been a part of this program for 4 years. You've wrestled. You've been hurt. You've bled. You've done about everything. Everything that could be done to a wrestler has been done to you, but you're still back and you're still fighting. Talk about what it means to put that singlet on, especially for the last time tonight.
Well, just every time I put it on, I know it's more than just me. I love competing with all my teammates all 4 years, and there's a lot of guys that put that singlet on before I did, before all of us did, and so it's not just our team, it's the teams that wrestled before us, the guys won state titles, and so it's not just our team, we're a family. So,
what are some changes you made this year compared to last year? We've seen a lot of your matches. Some of those close matches that we've seen last year, you might have come up just short, but it seems like this year you're winning a lot of those close matches. You're gutting it out, like you said. You're letting it fly. Has there been any changes you made in the off season to get to that point where you're winning those close matches?
There's, I worked this fall with Brian and I worked this fall, but I feel like I'm just having a lot more fun. Just not worrying about wins and losses, just going out, trying to score points and having fun, which has been working.
Well, Jamie and I have commented several times about, basically that. It looks like you're more relaxed out there, and you're just moving from move to move, from hold to hold, and you're not getting real frustrated. You've got some good stuff going on your feet, but you're really tough on top, and you're scoring a lot of points. And you're part of this team. What are some expectations that the coaching staff and the younger wrestlers have of seniors that have stayed with this program for 4 years?
Well, I just think not only just leading by example on the mat on Thursday and Saturday, but in the room every day, and keeping everybody in line outside of the wrestling room and outside of these meets. And, they just look for us for other things too, not even to do with wrestling. Sometimes we'll just hang out as a team just because, that's just what we do. And this year it's been a lot different. We're a lot closer than we have been in the past. And I think that's a big part of our success we've had this year, is just more focused on we instead of ever being about us. It's team effort, and that's why I think we're heading the way we've been heading and wrestling the way we have been.
And one of the things that we talk about a lot up here as well with you is how you feel so comfortable when when most guys look like they're out of position, you feel comfortable in those situations. We always kind of compare it to Braden Burt from Western Dubuque. He kind of specializes in the unique, but you're kind of that same situation. It looks like you're going to get taken down, but you're able to scramble out of that, and you're one of the best scramblers we've seen out of those takedown situations. Why is it that you feel so comfortable in those situations?
I'll have to say I'll give that one to the partners I've had over the year. Wrestling when I was my freshman year, wrestling like Logan Riley every day. He was kind of like that. And right now wrestling Ryan Phillips every day. And when Sam Phillips comes up, it's just getting to some interesting positions with those guys. And that's another thing about just having fun in the room. Getting taken out in the room doesn't mean anything. So we practice for those weird positions. And at this point, I'm not really worried about a whole lot. I kind of like it sometimes, getting out of position.
It shows.
Yeah.
Well, looking back on your 4 years here, can you pick out one moment that's one of those favorite moments that you're going to take with you, and it's going to be one of those things that you're always going to remember as being a part of this program for 4 years?
I think that's an easy one. Starting the year this year at Waverly, that was a big match, and like I said earlier, it was a team thing. I didn't want to let my teammates down. I knew I had a good kid. He'd beaten me before, and I just went out and wrestled for my teammates, and in the end, we won that duel, which was a great way to start the season. We've been rolling since then.
I was going to say, was that a sign? Was that dual meet a sign of things to come this year? I know Jamie and I have just been talking about several times on. You knew you were going to have a good team this year, but you didn't really know how good your team was going to be.
Mm-hmm. I think we went out and left it all out there, and that was some of those closer matches in that duel especially, it just felt like we lasted longer. We wanted it more, and in the end, I think that's what won us those close matches in that duel. I think that's what's been continuing to win us those close matches is we're not giving up on each other. Guys who are wrestling good, high-quality kids are still fighting to only maybe get majored instead of getting pinned. And in a close duel, that's what's going to win us close duels.
Well, Cole, you're going to leave West Delaware here in a short time, 4.5 months. It's going to go by very, very quickly. What's in the plans for Cole Engel as you look past West Delaware and as you look past being a part of this wrestling family?
I'm planning on running track next year. Not 100% sure where yet, but that's the plan as of now. To finish up track and baseball and then go on and run track.
How about something you're going to study? Something you're going to look at for a possible career?
I'm looking into going exercise science and later going on to physical therapy school.
Well, there you go. You've got that's a solid career right now. As I have a son that's in that program, and he's doing quite well, and he's always looking for more people like you, Cole. So I'm sure when you're done, look him up. He might sign you up to be part of his team. So Cole, thanks a million for being with us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you continue your success as this season starts to wind down. But a lot of action yet, and a lot of good things to come for Cole Engel. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Engel, a fine senior for the West Delaware Hawks, a part of this outstanding 2017-18 wrestling team.
And we got to bring in the coach, Coach Dill.
Coach Dylan Lindewell here. Dylan, thanks for joining us here tonight. We really appreciate that.
Yep. He brought his pin belt.
All right.
You wanted to see it. You were looking for it tonight. Roger didn't think you brought it.
Yeah, it was kind of hidden there for a while.
Yeah.
But I think what happened was those pins happened so fast in the first duel that people couldn't switch it fast enough.
Yeah, I know.
And you couldn't pass along to the next guy fast enough. Well, Dylan, could you talk to us? You're listed as a student coach in the program. Could you describe to our listeners out there what's your responsibilities as a student coach as part of this fine team?
I just come to practice every day, looking to support my teammates, play music usually, go to every meet, just support them and be there for them.
Oh, you didn't get to wrestle. Did you wrestle your freshman year? You got to wrestle your freshman year, but haven't been able to. But I tell you what does it mean to you to still be able to come in and have, the support of the coaches and your teammates as well, to be able to come in every day and still be a part, still be a part of the team?
I think it's huge. I don't think I could do it without them. I mean, they've been there for me through it all, and I don't know what else I'd do without them.
And you got to do it for football as well.
Yep.
And I know we didn't get to talk to you on the air after football season, but got to call plays, got to call in the plays, I think, in the fourth quarter of a game. And so what does that mean to just still, for you, and, the football and the wrestling, and really have the kids, your teammates, look to you kind of not just as a teammate, but as a coach as well, and someone who they can entrust?
I really enjoy it. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I could do it without them. Support me through everything.
So what's been one of your favorite things about the wrestling program? You've been around for 4 years, and can you put a memory on that? Can you put something that is just going to be one of those wow things that you couldn't believe you were a part of, and something you're going to remember for a long time after you leave here?
I'd say making memories with my teammates for sure, and second of all, I'd probably say going to practice every day and seeing everybody get better. I sit there every day, and I could just tell from this season especially that this team's going to be special.
And how about being part of this championship team? It's been a while since the Hawks have won the WAMAC East outright. You got that done tonight.
Yep.
Was there a lot of talking about that in the locker room? Was that a motivating factor tonight? Or was it just the wrestlers were just going to come out and wrestle as hard as they could, and whatever happens, happens?
We were just going to come out and wrestle as hard as possible. We knew if we did that, we were going to win. So we didn't really think about it too much. Just went out and competed.
No cake and ice cream in the locker room after the big win.
Well, this is wrestling, Roger. We don't eat cake and ice cream.
Well, after big nights tonight, I know one time we had dilly bars after we won a conference championship. So, you never know what's going to happen. Well, Dylan, you've got some leadership skills there. And how about those freshmen? What do those freshmen look to you for when they come into the room?
They just look for me to put a smile on their face. I enjoy doing that. I mean, if they struggle, I tell them, I've been there too. I've experienced that. So just to look out for them and tell them, you got 3 more years ahead of you.
That's a good way to put it. I like that, Jamie. Write that down. Trust the process. That's a good one. Well, Dylan, you're a senior here. You're going to graduate in a few short months. And what's in your plans looking ahead? You're going to go to school somewhere. You're going to work somewhere. What are you going to do?
I plan on attending the University of Dubuque. I plan on majoring in physical education and minor in special education, and play a little baseball there, and hopefully get my coaching certification.
And possibly come back and put the orange and black on again, and be a paid coach this time.
Yeah,
that'd
be nice.
Volunteer. Well, that sounds like a great plan, Dylan. And I know with your heart, with your drive, with your leadership abilities, it's going to be fun to watch you go through the 4 years, and look forward to seeing you come back here and visiting. I'm sure that'll be something that you look forward to doing when you're back on vacation, stepping into the wrestling room and
Yeah.
watching the new guys come in.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Well, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Linderwell, the fine student assistant coach for Hawks. We appreciate having him being a part of our broadcast tonight. So thanks a million. So, Jamie, 4 fine seniors, great kids. And you know what I like best about that? There was no talk about individuality. It was all about the team and all about the process and all about making everybody better. And when that happens, you can see what happens out on the mat.
Well, you can, and you talk to all of those guys about that, and they're all saying, they're saying the right things, and even I look at a kid like Dylan Linderwell. He hasn't been able to wrestle since he was a freshman, and he still shows up every day. Doesn't have to. Any other kid, he could be out getting a job since he's not wrestling, but he could be sitting at home, but he's there every day, like he said, and give him a lot of props for that. And just to be a part of something, this sounds cliche, but to be a part of something bigger than yourself, and he's doing that. So, it was great to talk to those guys. I had a petition down there that thought they should have been on the air tonight, but I told her no. I said I don't want her up here. So she's threatened to get on the air with us before, and we'll have to try to get her on sometime. At least she can say hi to Mom or something. But I tell you what, great seniors here tonight. Starting cheerleaders, you got Haley Shaw and Aaliyah Vasky, the statisticians Megan Hofer and Kyra Vasky, and then of course the 4 seniors we just talked to in Cole Engel, Tristan Volker, Harrison Goebel, and Dylan Linderwell. Hey, we've still got a dual meet to recap, and a good dual meet that it was. We saw some great matches in that. Started at 138. Cole Engel of West Delaware with a fall in 1 minute 54 seconds over Cale Cruzy. And at 145, it was Jake Raker from Beckman with a 4-2 win over Cale Meyer of West Delaware. Made it 6-3. The Hawks added 6 more as Mitchell Mangold pinned Riley Fangman in 38 seconds, made it 12-3. The Blazers battled back, got a fall out of senior Luke Hageman over Jared Voss in 1 minute and 6 seconds to make it 12-9. And then the Blazers were able to tie it up at 12 as Evan Wolfcool of Beckman with a 6-4 win over Jack Newhouse that tied it at 12. The Blazers took the lead 18-12 with a Owen Grover 1 minute 38 second fall over Ben Petlin. At 195, Jordan Brees with an 8-7 win over Austin Koopman. And then Harrison Goebel with a fall in 223 over Spencer Schlarman. And at heavyweight, it was Ben Reinauer with winning by forfeit. That put the Hawks up 27-18. Luke Farmer added 6 more at 106 for West Delaware with a fall in 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Woods winning over Maiden Raker 5-0. They made it 36-18. And then at 120, it was Nick Hageman of Beckman with a 7-2 win over Riley Dolan. Making it 36-21 at 126 pounds. Stavely Mowry with a fall in 3 minutes and 45 seconds over Michael Rolling. And at 132, it was Ryan Phillips with an 8-3 win over Grant Hager of Beckman, making the final team score 45-21. In that dual meet, West Delaware had 14 takedowns. Beckman had 7. The Hawks had 5 pins. Beckman had 2. And West Delaware won 9 matches. Beckman won 5 in a dual meet that lasted 58 minutes. So the Hawks go 2-0, and even more important, like you mentioned, they win the WAMAC title outright here tonight for the first time since 2013. So congratulations to Coach Voss and the West Delaware Hawks going 2-0 tonight. The Blazers went 1-1, and Anamosa went 0-2. As we've got some scores here tonight. As let's start quickly here, as have to update some. As Roger, a good night for the Hawks, as you mentioned here tonight, as really did a great job coming out and wrestling tough against, getting that start against Anamosa, but of course having to come back and win that dual meet against a very good Beckman team.
Well, we knew that would happen. We knew Anamosa was going to be a little undermanned here. They've got a couple of good kids, but not the team balance that it's going to take to compete with West Delaware at this point. So they They pinned their way through that dual meet. And then we knew the Beckman meet would be close, and it certainly was. Beckman had a lead there for a while. And then West Delaware did what they had to do, and as Coach Voss moved some kids around and played his cards right, those close matches, a couple of those close matches went to the West Delaware side. A couple close matches went again to the Beckman side also at 145, and then at 170, Beckman won both of those toss-up matches and took the lead for a little bit, and then West Delaware came back and did what they do so well. That's pin people and score bonus points, and anytime that you can do that, you're going to have a good dual meet team. You've got a good dual meet team because those pins will outweigh those decisions and those major decisions in tech balls. If you can keep getting pins and without giving up pins or just giving up majors, that's going to go a long way in pushing yourself forward. And we haven't talked about the possibility of this West Delaware team, currently ranked number 5 in the coaches poll. We haven't talked about them having the opportunity. There's a lot of wrestling that's got to happen before we start talking about state duels. But when you've got a team that's got such good balance like they do, they certainly have given themselves a shot to be in that position when it comes to it.
Well, they certainly have. And, we talked about this being the last meet in this gym for the Hawks. That's not necessarily true. They could still host a regional duel here. So hopefully cross our fingers for that. And we will, of course, we will have that meet for you if they do. Let's go through the scores from around the area tonight. Independence defeated Clear Creek Amana 63-14 and Vinton Shellsburg 51-28. Western Dubuque falls to Solon tonight 40-24. It was East Buchanan over Edco 45-36. East Buchanan fell to Lisbon 60-18, and East Buchanan defeated Maquoketa Valley 35-33. Edco fell to Lisbon 60-24. Then they fell to Maquoketa Valley 40-33. Lisbon defeated Maquoketa Valley 56-15. North Lynn defeated Midland tonight 36-34. They also defeated Central City 48-24. They fell to Alburnett 42-33. Starmont tonight defeated Clayton Ridge 40-6. They knocked off Central Elkader 39-6 and fell to Monticello 57-12. Monticello's other 2 wins were against Clayton Ridge 54-18 and Central Elkader 48-12. And one duel going on right now. Western Dubuque leading Central DeWitt 27-12. Want to thank our extra sponsors here tonight as they include Fawn Creek Homes, Fidelity Bank and Trust, Jones County Abstract, Russell & Russell Insurance, Wapsie Physical Therapy, Bi-County Disposal, Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington, Financial Strategies, Meyer Mechanical, Riker Shoes, and Spring Green Lawn Care. Taking a look at what's coming up the rest of the week here, as tomorrow night we've got West Delaware boys basketball taking on Central DeWitt right here in the Seedorf Gymnasium, 7:30 with John Swisher and Bill Logan. And then of course we mentioned the Winter Sports Coaches Corner, as we'll have an all-wrestling edition of the Coaches Corner here on Saturday as I talk to 8 of our area wrestling coaches. Of course, Jeff Voss from West Delaware, Taylor Hotek from Beckman, Dusty Kufall from North Lynn, Tim Andrews from Maquoketa Valley, Jake Munger of Starmont, Alex Hanna from Edco, Michael Doyle of Independence, and Paul Cleary of Western Dubuque. So we'll talk with all of those guys Saturday on the Coaches Corner. I wasn't sure if I was going to remember them all off the top of my head. And then, of course, after that on Saturday, that starts at 9 o'clock Saturday morning, and then we've got boys basketball coverage from Rivalry Saturday in Cedar Rapids, starting with at 10:15 as Cascade will be taking on Osage with John Swisher and Reese Roush. At once Delaware taking on Waverly Shell Rock, that'll be Swish and Corey Coates, and then Swish and Coatesy will have Western Dubuque taking on Linmar starting at 3:30. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Want to thank our sponsors of high school wrestling here on KMCH, and of course our extra sponsors here tonight. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you this coverage of high school wrestling here on KMCH. So we encourage you to get out there and shop locally and support those local boosters. Want to thank Faith Hunt for running the board for us this evening, and most of all, thank you, the listeners. That's for Roger Reed. I'm Jamie Vaskey saying good night from the Seedorf Gymnasium
In Manchester, once again, the finals. Beckman defeats Anamosa 53-15. West Delaware defeats Anamosa 75-6, and West Delaware defeats Beckman 45-21. You've been listening to West Delaware Wrestling on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH. Have a good night, everybody.